Twidnu, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, winners.
Guess what time it is?
I think
you
it's
there?
StarCraft 2 time. Yes, I'm here, winners.
Guess
Absolutely.
what time it is?
I
It's
think
Saturday?
It's StarCraft 2 time. Yes, I'm here, winners.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is. It's that time
It's
of the
Saturday?
week where we all sit together, respectively, in front of our PCs. Some of us cast, some of us watch, some of us play, but all of us have a good time. Some of us cast, some of us watch, some of us.
So wait, hold on, just one second. I have a lot of feedback. So wait, hold on, just one second.
Okay.
Feedback. Okay, there we go. Everything's good to go now. Sorry, I did not mute the stream on Gaming 420. Sorry. So now we're all good to go. Winters dropped the ball, but look at that. We're already in the lobby and we're good to go here.
That's right. We are starting our first game of the evening. It will be a ZVP. It is Balwa. Someone who hasn't been really playing in the StarCraft 2 weekly cups, but he was involved in the LAN tournament we held at Last Resort some time back, and he actually came in fourth.
Yep.
So and he's been practicing a lot, so I'm looking forward to see what he can do today. Well, right, so Ohana Ali to start off.
No, it is actually called Compound.
All right, so I guess we will be restarting this match.
Yeah. Why people no read?
All right, a little bumpy start, but
so yeah, we will just exit the game and I shall create Coral Compound was the map I have selected for this week. Because, well, I felt like starting off on a two-player map.
It's that map's quickly becoming
I like it, yeah,
becoming my favorite. We've seen a lot of good games on it, and it just seems to fit the current state of StarCraft 2 very well. I mean, at first, lots of people were against 2v2 two-player maps, but Coral Compound has proved that it can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I'm just, yeah, I'm looking for the players here. I want to invite them to the game. And why is there's Bawa? Everyone's here. So I think we're ready to go. And then we're going to get into a lot of things once we start casting. So there we have Reza from Algeria. He is, he says, I'm sorry, my bad. Balwa is in the lobby too, and I think we're all good to go now. Wow.
Yeah, I think we are good to go.
Is Balwa ready?
The moment of truth. All eyes on Balwa.
Balwa, yes, he is absolutely ready. I just pushed the magic button and we're good to go. The countdown has started. This is the 26th edition of the SC2 MENA Cup. My name is Winners. With me is Twidnu, and well, today is a very special cup.
Yes, it is, because for the first time, we actually have a prize to give away for our winner.
Yep, you're absolutely correct. Let's talk about that after you introduce the players.
Certainly will. On the top right corner, spawning as the pink Protoss, it is Reza, and his opponent coming fourth in the Last Resort StarCraft Cup. It is the Zerg player in orange, Balwa.
Balwa, that is correct. So we're going to kick off this tournament with a ZVP. Well, that seems to be the case every time we cast, but...
almost, yeah, almost.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great match. Reza, he's been making his way up the ladder quite quickly. He started out in bronze, and of course that's where everyone, well, most people do start there, and then he quickly worked his way up to plat. What about Balwa? Where is he? Is he in gold?
I think Balwa is currently in gold. Yeah. I do feel that his level of play can put him in plat. So I do have a feeling that both players are pretty close in terms of skill level. So we should be seeing a good game, but most importantly, winners, tell us about the prize for this week.
Well, actually, this week's prize, well, it might not be money, but it is something awesome. It is something StarCraft 2 related. It is right here next to me. I'm sad to see it go, but it is the StarCraft 2 Series 1 Collector Action Figure Jim Raynor, which I will send to the winner. Well, probably not today, but probably tomorrow. So yeah, Jim Raynor, he's watching me right now. He's watching Balva versus Reza. And tell me, what do you think Balwa is going to do?
I think Bo is going to play a very standard game. Did notice that he really loves his roach play, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to maybe apply some pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Off two bases with some roaches, and not an all-in by any means, but just applying some pressure with the roaches, while trying to slowly expand and take over the map. He's not a cheesy player. He's not a player who really tends to try and end the game as soon as possible. He likes to play long drawn-out games. He wants to back up as much as possible. So I do believe that we're going to see him do that, as we actually see him go for a the third base location, his second, over in the 6 o'clock position in the map, after being denied the natural with that pylon.
Yeah, but
I like winners.
yeah,
I really like
Reza, though he scouts it immediately. The forge is just about done. Do you think he's gonna spend a few minerals cannoning or not? Should Reza be more worried that these 4 Zerlings might get through?
Yeah, he should definitely keep a lookout for anything which comes, because that's a big gap. He's going to need, I think, more than one structure to block this end.
And yeah, and
Balwa
Balwa's
walks right in, and Reza's in a lot of trouble. Winners, he has absolutely nothing to defend here.
But probes should be enough, but Balwa should play the smart here. He shouldn't engage because these 4 lings will lose. But he should try to get. Oh no!
Okay, he's able to save 2, and all this mining time is definitely lost for Reza. Balwa could certainly have handled that a little bit better, but yeah, I mean, this will definitely impact Reza moving into the middle of the game here. I'm really liking this by Balwa now, slightly moving a little bit better with his Zerglings, constantly trying to draw out probes from the mineral line, which is always a good thing. And he does take the second base over the natural, so it looks like he's not going to go for any kind of follow-up to this roaches or not. Instead, he's looking to macro up, and with this delay in mining, I think Balwa is going to have a pretty nice lead moving forward here.
Well, let's see. A +1 was we had a Nexus first. We had a Nexus followed by the Forge and the Gateway here. Warpgate research being researched right now. And with that +1, I feel like what we've seen from Reza in the past, that we've seen maybe a small Zealot Stalker push here. We might see something similar there. And again here, nice having to pull probes here, and Balwa, I think he's in a good position, droning like a madman. There's a round of 7 drones right there, and he's already up to 40 against his opponent's 31 supply.
That's right, but most importantly, winners, is that no gas yet taken by the Zerg player. I'm actually surprised that Balwa was waiting this long before taking any gas. He will definitely need it if the Protoss player decides to go for some kind of timing in the next few minutes. I feel that although it was a good, nice micro there engaging the Zerglings and denying the probes on mining, I feel like he invested too much of his multitasking or too much of his mechanics on it. Definitely a good thing to do, but should try and maybe macro up and build up his tech and economy while trying to cause disruption with those Zerglings. And those Zerglings are still inside the base. The Zealot's never going to reach them, of course.
No.
And this gives Balwa great scouting. He knows exactly what's happening in the Protoss main. He knows exactly what to expect, when to expect any kind of push, and he does now see 3 more gateways go up. So this will help him prepare for the eventual push coming from the Protoss player.
Yeah, Balwa, he went for a Spinishiwa kind of style, up to nearly 40 supply before getting 4 gases here. Though, if I'd like to note something, he placed a Roach Warren and an Evo Chamber here at the natural for a Sim City-esque build, though I would prefer that he would switch the Evo Chamber with the Roach Warren just as a personal preference, because I feel that the Roach one is more of a critical structure compared to the Evo
Definitely,
chamber.
there is. I feel it's a little bit it's too vulnerable in that position, in that
Hmm.
location. I mean, it won't be too difficult for the Polos player to take it out if when the push eventually comes. So I kind of feel that he could have maybe left the Roach Warren in the main. Plus, it got scouted by the probe, so you did give the Polos player a little more scouting information. And the last Zergling is finally killed off at the Protoss main. But Balwa saw everything. He knows there are 4 gates up now. He knows about the Twilight Council.
Hmm.
He has a good idea of what the Protoss is doing, and I feel that it's the Protoss player is going to be hard pressed to try and be able to do damage with this upcoming 1-1 push.
So the Twilight Council just finished, and Blink was being researched now. Blink, not a bad option, as we see 4 more gates being added here, so it is definitely going to be a 2-base, 8-gate push here. And now we see Reza moving out, but no probe out on the map, I believe.
Yeah, I'm surprised. He definitely needs some kind of forward pylon to have any
Correct.
chance of making this happen. One thing I'd like to note, though, is that Belwa's resources are not really managed very well. His minerals are way too high. His gas is just not enough. Although he took second gas geyser at the main, he only just now started mining some gas off it. Will definitely make it a little more difficult for him to defend if that eventual push does come out, as roaches do require a lot of gas, especially in large quantities, which is something the Zerg player always needs to defend against Protoss gateway attacks.
Yeah, so that little overlord here by Balwa, seeing everything that Reza is doing, and look at that supply difference, 120 against 67 here. That is absolutely huge, and this is something we've seen from Reza in the past, or few other players in the MENA region, that they just don't have enough units as a Protoss.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, what happened here is that because Balwa was able to get in early with the Zerglings and
Hmm.
constantly deny or reduce the mining, the Protoss player was never really able to harass the Zerg or force him to build other units rather than drones. And what happens is Balwa was able to take 3 bases very easily, was able to drone up quite a bit, and be able to have enough to maintain this kind of economy. But winners, let's leave that for later, as we see the Protoss player finally going for that attack. Definitely very late, and I do not feel that he has enough units really to do much, as Balwa does have a really crazy roach count here.
Yeah, maybe he should go for a little sandwich here, but this third might be in a bit of trouble, as Balwa is supply blocked right now. We have a few speedlings going to check on that third, I believe, and has to be careful that he's not going to be force fielded in, and
Oh, Bell was not engaging with all his roaches. I'm surprised why he has a few idle roaches. Actually, a lot of idle roaches over at his natural. He should definitely try and use those and sandwich the Protoss
yeah,
player.
that's exactly, and the sentries should not be here at the front. Guardian shield goes up, and why are these roaches not moving in? Here's the warp, and these upgraded stalkers +2, they're just making short work of these roaches, but Bawa still has a 50 supply lead here.
Yeah,
And
very unfortunate to see Bello engaged like that. I'm not quite sure what he had in mind there. Maybe forgot about the rest of the roaches, or whatever. He definitely did not engage properly, and still not utilizing all those roaches which are idle at his natural.
yeah,
And
I mean,
when you fight with only half your army, winners, regardless of the supply count or the upgrade count, you will always lose the engagement. And here we see Balwa in actually not such a good spot, has very much likely to lose his third, and this is exactly what Reza needs to get back into this game,
oh,
as
look,
the third does fall, and
yeah.
can't help but feel that Balwa kind of blew his opportunity there. Um, okay, his roaches are finally all there, but I feel
I
like,
mean,
you know,
they're
this
not
should have
as
happened about a minute ago.
upgraded, yeah, as his
Yeah.
opponents, plus Blink. I mean, he might need a few speedlings in there just to surround. The drones should definitely not be there. He should maybe make additional spine crawlers at his natural, but Balwa has so many minerals floating here, but the supply count is just about even. He's trying to target down that forward pylon, but I think he's in a
Yeah,
terrible position.
he lost way too many drones. He lost almost his entire roach force. and all simply because he's not engaged properly, engaging with only part of his army. That's something you never want to do, especially as Zerg player, where your units are usually weaker than that of your opponent. I mean, Zerg's main strength is in quantity and the ability to reproduce units very fast. And unfortunately, Belwa did not take care of that advantage in this engagement.
Yeah.
And now we see the supply count is actually now in the Protoss' favor winners. This is really terrible. I can't
Yeah, I
believe
mean
Belwa.
4K floating here.
Yeah, Belwas is not having the best of his days, not engaging properly, not up to par with his macro, not defending properly, and just all over the place as we see Reza going in again with a large group of stalkers.
Yeah, I mean infestation pit is large, is really overdue as more overlords are gonna be picked off here, and well, these small roaches, they really aren't gonna do anything, and they actually, well, they actually just went past. Reza seems to be in a giving mood here, and well, a nice try, but I think Balwa just doesn't have enough. Even though the Protoss is still on 2 bases, it doesn't matter. Balwa has all these minerals floating, but
He doesn't even have the hatchery to be able to support all that money. I mean, I'm surprised that he didn't build the macro hatch over as his main to try and improve his production.
Yeah.
And yeah, 79 supply now to 106. Definitely, this game is definitely going to the Protoss' favor in a huge surprise, I think.
Yeah, after that opening, I thought Bawa was gonna really do something great and show us why he's a good player that just doesn't have enough time to play. But I think we also see the result of the effect that not having enough time to play has on your game.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing extremely well up until that engagement, and now he did lose his Roach Warren again. Coming back to our previous comment about, deciding on a really poor location to build his Roach Warren, and there we have it. Belwa is forced to GG.
Yep. So 1-0 Reza making the best of it, and well. Let's see what map he's gonna choose next, because I really feel like he can do a lot better.
He certainly can, winners, and I really do hope he shows us a better game too. It might also be some kind of stage fright, as Bell was not really it hasn't really shown up in a lot of these tournaments. He did play at the LAN at Last Resort, but then again, that wasn't really much of a spectator event, as being casted live here on the StarCraft 2 Weekly MENA Cup.
You're absolutely correct. I'm just trying to see why people are not playing their matches here. Kusai should be playing Zibi. And we're gonna wait for Bawa to see what map he is going to choose. Okay, so NSS did not show up yet again, so Puny, he's gonna get a walkover, and I feel that Puny actually is gonna get another one because Yo-Yo is not here either.
Right, so unfortunately we do have a few people missing out on this week's cup. Like I said before, if you think that you can't make it, I mean, leave it for you can still sign up to 5 minutes before the tournament starts. So
yeah,
I mean, yeah, we are happy to see people signing up early, but not when they don't eventually show up.
Yeah, I mean, I posted the sign up page last Sunday or Monday, and we only had 5 people yet until yesterday. And so so Ralphie should be playing Dusty, but Dusty seems to have a few electrical problems, and Propal should be playing. Is it G Italian, or is no? It's actually Git Alien. That's not a very nice name, but okay. Okay, Dusty is actually saying that he can't play because.
Because he's lagging?
No, electrical problems. You know, Lebanon isn't that bad.
Yeah, I mean, almost all our Lebanese players do have issues with their connection. So, any update on some of the other matches?
No, nothing. Git Alien is playing Propal as I am looking for. Oh, what is the map right now? Antigua Shipyard. I can't seem to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sometimes you do not see the forest because of the trees. Anyhow, let's get into this match yet again. Balwa there not doing as well
Balwa
as.
had the clear advantage
Mhm.
over. I mean, I love this game over until that engagement where he engaged with only half his roaches. Definitely kind of botched that. He did have the roach count. I mean, and he had the opportunity to sandwich his opponent's army. Unfortunately, he did not take advantage of that, and he gave Reza the perfect opportunity to get back into the game and take out that third. And once that third was down, I think winners. It was all over.
Absolutely. And what we also talked about, I mean, was there even a Spire?
No,
Oh,
no
no, not
Spire, no
Spire,
tech.
sorry. Lair. Was there
Yeah, he
Lair?
did tech up to Lair,
Okay.
and he did get his roach upgrades, such as Burrow, but unfortunately he got them too late for them to really make much of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And Rez's timing, it shouldn't have worked, but it did.
Okay. Also, what we talked about, there was no infestation pit. There were no speedlings to surround and cut off the blink stalkers. I mean, those were the small things, but because I believe, like you pointed out earlier, Bauer was so busy trying to micro and macro, and maybe he just forgot about it. And well, it damn happens. Like we saw in the where was it recently? Someone, a good player, he just forgot siege mode. You know, like even in the GSL, people forget
It
things.
happens. It happens. Even the best eventually, or sometimes do forget some key tech. Or we've seen a lot of players sometimes build the same structure twice, even though they only need one. All these things happen. And winners, I think we are ready to start the game.
Okay, well, let's start the game then. Okay, what are we waiting for? Thank you for tuning in, everyone. My name is Winners. With me is Twidnu, and we cast StarCraft 2 from the Middle East and North Africa. And on that note, I'm gonna have to make a little announcement once we get into this game.
All right, so here we are. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Twidno, and joining me is my good friend Winners, and we are casting a round one match of the StarCraft 2 Weekly MENA Cup number 26. It is game 2 of the Zerg versus Protoss on the 6 o'clock position, spawning as the orange Zerg. It is Belwa, and his opponent, the pink Protoss, spawning in the 9 o'clock position. It is Reza, winner of game number 1.
Yeah, absolutely correct. So Reza must be feeling good after that. I'm sure he felt he was in the on the back foot, and Bawa, well, I guess he's gonna be kicking himself. There's the good luck, have fun with all the smiley faces. And yeah, just before this game kicks off, I have an announcement to make for all players in the UAE. That's all StarCraft 2 players and, of course, SC2 MENA members. Um, I managed to get in touch with the guys at Good Luck Have Fun magazine, that wonderful group of people who gave us that awesome first edition, which was, I think, 68 pages of pure StarCraft 2 from around the world. And, well, they said we would love to run an article on you guys, so that's what's going to happen. And they've asked for a photo too. So I'm trying to organize and to get as many players and members of the community together to have a nice little photo which we could send to them. So I'll post more details on our Facebook page, but yeah, just keep that in mind. If you're in the UAE, if you love StarCraft, um, let us know, and we will include you. I'll be making a list shortly.
Definitely a good opportunity for us to have some kind of gathering. We have been talking about for quite a bit, but this photo should definitely entice people to try and get excited about this. As Good Luck Have Fun is a popular publication, and having the StarCraft 2 MENA represented in it is definitely a good opportunity to get some more exposure and You know what exposure means? Winners, possibly sponsors, possibly prizes for the winners.
Maybe.
Yeah, all these things definitely add up. So we will definitely try to get something. Probably in the next few weeks, some kind of gathering or so arranged
Hmm.
to get this photo ready for the guys over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just because due to the huge time difference, I haven't been able to get a lot of things done with them, but that's very understandable because I think they are GMT plus -4 and we are GMT +4. So yeah, you can imagine how that works. Anyhow, let's go back to the game and just like in on the first map, we having Bawa going for the third here.
Yeah, Belwa seems to um, be comfortable taking the third base location as a second base whenever a pylon is blocking his second. But um, will we see him go for the second again, just like he did last game? He probably will.
And
And look at the
oh,
spinners, just
yet
like a repeat of the
again.
first game. Zergling sneaking in once again, and I really hope that Belwa does, you know, better advantage of this. One probe already down, going after second
He could,
base Nexus,
yeah, he
and
could really start working on this because there won't be a Zealot out for quite some time.
yeah, definitely can winners, and at least if he can get the shield damage off, definitely something which can factor in later into the game. I mean, to be honest, I would prefer if he goes after some of the probes over at the
Hmm.
main to
But he
try and
can still
facilitate the
do that
mining.
because the Zealot will never catch him. And even now he can micro around the Nexus if
Question is, will he?
he loses one. But no, the shield.
He's
Okay.
going to give a chance for the shields to regenerate, but
Yeah.
now he's going after the probes, and will he get surrounded? No. Raza once again forced to pull probes and stop his mining to take care of these Zerglings. Belwa gets one more probe kill, and winners, I really hope to see Belwa take better advantage of the same situation this time around.
Absolutely. So three Zerglings in there. They're gonna chill for a while. They're gonna contemplate how they can annoy the Protoss player as long as possible. And let's see. No +1 upgrade on the way for Reza just right now. I don't. That's because he doesn't have the gas just yet. So let's just wait until he has 100. If he's gonna go for something similar here.
Yeah, and Belwa does get a third probe kill, so yeah, as long as he keeps running around, those Zealots will never catch up to him, and this is infinitely annoying for the Protoss player, as any kind of tech will definitely be delayed until he's able to kill off those pesky Zerglings. In the meantime, Belwa does have his third base actually over at his natural up and running. We do see an earlier gas than we saw last time, which is definitely a good thing, will allow him to tick up a little bit faster as he takes two more gas extractors at the natural.
Okay, so we have again here the Evo Chamber and the Roach Warren, though he's already floating about 400 minerals yet again, which is unfortunate, and I think the Zerglings have now all been killed off. They managed to get one more kill, and yeah, Bao is in a great position. I really want him to spread that creep a bit more towards his third as
He
well.
definitely needs it to when the Protoss. I mean, it looks like Rez is doing the exact same thing, which he did in the first game. So, but we should expect a timing very soon here by the Protoss player to attack his third. So he should definitely start working on that creep a little bit more to make it easier for him to defend the third when that push comes.
The Roach
We do
Warren.
have that the Roach one is up, and it's a little bit earlier than before, so Balwa will be able to try and rack up those Roach numbers before the Protoss heads his way. He does have a slight supply lead, about, well, he just shot up in supply when he started building the Roaches, but we see three Zealots actually making their way towards the third, and Balwa's not reacting yet. I think he hasn't seen it yet, and now he does, pulling all those drones out. And 7 Roaches will be up soon, so he will definitely be able to kill off those Zealots. But definitely a nice little move by Reza, affecting the mining for the Zerg player for a bit.
Yeah, not very good here. He knew that some pressure would come eventually. He should have even just put a little spine crawler up there. Maybe that'll help him in the later game. I know 100 minerals are quite a lot, but he's floating quite a few already. And sorry guys, I just need to apologize because I just saw that I did not have the stream on full screen, but that was fixed. So all is good. And just before this next engagement, how do you feel about the upcoming changes to StarCraft, to the balance patches?
Well, people have been saying a lot about Terran, about how Terran was had the clear advantage and all that, and we eventually reached a point, I think, where no changes are being done to a Terran player. I mean, all the changes are favoring the Zerg and the Protoss player. The big one, I think, for the Zerg, of course, is the
Queen?
the improved Queen damage. That's gonna help the Zerg player quite a bit defending early pressure coming in from the other two races. As for the Protoss, again with the earlier observer, it'll be more difficult to catch Protoss players off guard and such. So I'm really interested to see how those will play out. I do feel that eventually some changes will have, or some things will have to be redone for the Terran. Maybe try and bring back some of the Ghosts initial specs. But we'll see. We'll see. Blizzard will definitely be studying the situation. As we see, Balwa is the one now going to apply some pressure, and
but
I don't actually think it's a good idea. He's once again engaging with only part of his army, and the other roaches do finally make it, but there is one immortal there, and the immortal, of course, does a lot of damage to roaches.
But now, picking off a few zealots, he did go after the forge, but he should definitely retreat. 50 more roaches here in production, while Balwa should just go home before he loses any more.
Yeah, definitely should, as we do see some more roaches being rallied there, so he will have a little bit better of an army to engage with. But once again, I feel that Balwa, with his very, very healthy supply lead, should try and get more ahead, maybe take a fourth base, try and tech up a little bit. Like I said before, he does love his roaches, so we'll most likely see him try and upgrade those roaches rather than go for some different units.
Yeah, exactly here. Well, he's managing his money a bit better than last time round. His creep, well, I think he's just too busy. But yeah, fourth is definitely a possibility. That was a bit of a wasted shield there. Force
it would be great if he can catch the forge before the upgrade is complete, and he's actually going to get it before +2 attack is complete. Definitely a nice little catch there by Balwa. Should probably now try and retreat and just keep an eye out on the Protoss player. Well, I think taking a fourth would be the best idea.
Yeah, he should definitely take a fourth. I mean, Reza could in no way take a third right now. There's definitely no way he's gonna make it past the Reza past Balwa. But yeah, maybe a second evolution chamber would be nice. Maybe Spire, maybe a Hydra, then just to enable him to get the tech switch later on, just in case.
Yeah, he should definitely start building those tech structures, and we see him now finally building an infestation bit a little bit later than I would have liked, and once again trying to snipe that forge, but I feel like he's investing way too much in it, as the Protoss really does have a lot of units clumped up in that position, and that Immortal is doing a lot of damage. Balwa should definitely try and retreat, and he finally does, but not before I feel losing a little bit more than he should have.
Yeah, and now Reza might give chase here, 2 Immortals. Though I think the longer Balwa manages to have this little soft contain on his opponent, the in better shape he is. No way can Reza get, afford something else right now, because he is running kind of low on minerals here at his main, and he really needs to start thinking about a third, and I think time is really against him. And now we're going to have another engagement here as Balwa's roaches were regenerating over here at the possible third, and yet the supply gap has closed, but now we finally are seeing Aspire. Where is it hiding? The infestation pit is there as well.
It looks like we're gonna finally get that engagement now. Balwa finally looks like he's gonna engage properly, attacking in many directions against the Protoss army.
Nice concave.
Yeah, Balwa definitely has a good concave on the Protoss player, and I think he's able to kill off quite a bit here before Reza is able to clean up.
Yeah, absolutely. And at this point, Balwa can trade cost efficiently. He needs to pick off a few more stalkers, ignore that immortal, and now that was the aggressive blink forward. I don't really agree with that, but that's okay. A few overlords are gonna go down here, but let's see what is going to happen. Blink is done. I don't know how effective mutas are going to be here. Still no second Evo chamber, but infestors have just popped, and he actually managed to get the pathogen glands on time, so he does have fungals ready. Though I think he would need a few speedlings here mixed in. When looking at the army side, 54 against 64 in Bawa's favor, though the units of Reza are a bit more effective. And well, what is Reza going to do here?
The only thing I don't like about Reza's army right now is that he has actually no force fields. Force fields are a key unit when facing off against roaches, so I'm surprised that Reza has not incorporated any in this army composition. I feel that Balwa using fungal growth can definitely take the advantage here, as
But
Reza
his
really has to do a
infestors
lot
are
of
out
damage.
of position here, and
Yeah, what's
again,
doing?
Balwa does
Suiciding
not
his
have
roaches again,
any
and
units.
I
And
should have
even the
engaged.
drone transfer there, and well, I think Bawa lost it again.
Yeah, Balwa once again showing us that even with such a high lead, you can still manage to lose the game. Very unfortunate. Should have again the same mistake. That's the painful part, winners. That it was the same mistake as the first game, not engaging with his entire army. Had he engaged with a healthy roach count with those infestors, he could have done a lot of damage, especially considering the Protoss player had no sentries. So no guardian shield, no force fields, and what else can a Zerg player ask for?
Yeah, so the Spire is going to disappear, and there was a bad rally point, I think. Or is actually, he's going to go for a base race?
He's trying to go for a counterattack, not quite sure how effective that will be. Or is it still a poor, bad rally point? No, looks like he is going to try and counterattack. And
I don't think
two
it'll...
cannons there and the ability to warp in.
Well,
Yes,
he's going to get a
right.
few probes, though.
Yeah, he definitely will, but what good is that when you lose your entire base?
Yeah, absolutely. Now here, Reza moving in. Spine crawlers will not finish in time. 107 against 90 supply here, and I think Balwa is going to lose.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it. This looks like the same end game which we saw in the first game. Balwa did handle it a little bit better this time. He did apply a lot of pressure with the roaches. But once again, the key mistake with Balwa is the engagement. Once it comes to that vital engagement, he just doesn't engage properly. He didn't engage with all his units, and he didn't engage with the all-important infestors. I mean, infestors are currently arguably the most important Zerg unit in the game. And had he used his infestors a little bit better, had he, kept them with the roaches, using fungal growth while attacking with roaches, the stalkers wouldn't be able to blink back, and the roaches would be able to do maximum damage, and that's exactly what Balwa needed to try and win that engagement.
Yeah, well, Balwa does have a secret-ish kind of fourth base here. The Nexus is going to go down for Reza here. Maybe he lost the Robo, though I really prefer Balwa to target these pylons here so he would unpower the gateways for the time being.
I don't think he's even focusing on that engagement. He just
Yeah.
have his roaches there while trying to defend, and
Well, now the drones are going to give away the position for the last base of Balwa, and there's one fungal. The observer is there as well, so Burr ain't gonna do nothing. Another base going up, and well, oh no, Balwa, don't, Balwa, what is Balwa?
oh, no,
What is Balwa thinking here?
I'm not quite sure. He's taking another base over at the 9 o'clock position, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, okay, so he wants to take out all the Nexus, all the Nexi for the Protoss player to try and reveal him, which I think is a good idea. And of course, stopping all the mining, so the Protoss player will be stuck with the army he has, which is actually not quite a bad thing considering that great unit composition he has. A lot of stalkers.
Oh, but he should engage.
two
Those are his
immortals,
last roaches here, and oh no, Balwa.
It's very. I mean, Balwa does have 2 more bases, so he might. There's still hope for him to get back into this game.
I mean, but what is Reza doing right now? I mean, there goes the spawning pool. He should definitely, Bawa should make a spawning pool again. He has the resources. He has a mining base.
See, this is the thing which we see when the player is not quite sure how to handle a certain situation. And look at this, the stalker now finally does find this hidden fourth, and this will prompt the entire Protoss army to move over there and try to kill it off. So Balwa's chances of trying to get back into this game are almost nil. as the Protoss army is just too big. I mean, it'll take
I mean,
Belwa way too long to
yeah,
try and get back into the game, as the other base is also found. And
yeah, but there's
uh,
another one up in the north, but
yeah, it's another. But how long will that survive, really?
not that long. But I don't understand why Reza can't send home like two immortals and deal with these roaches.
That's the thing, winners. Players at the gold or platinum level, they do have good mechanics. They have a good understanding of the game, but what they lack is experience of how to handle different situations. And we see it happen here with both players, as I doubt that both players have been in a similar situation very much. So both of them are not quite sure how to handle this. Riza
Um,
could have definitely ended the game by sending a quarter, a fraction of his army back to kill off these roaches. But instead, he allowed Belwa to take out all his next side, take out all his structures, and
Bawa is defeated.
yeah,
So yeah, that is very unfortunate. So yeah, Reza moves up. He moves into the next round. As I'm just gonna quickly update the brackets here. That's very unfortunate for Balwa. He was in a great position, and I think there are a lot of things we can talk about in that game.
yeah, definitely. I mean, Belwa, I mean, he has a solid foundation. It's very obvious. He knows how to start the game. He knows how to, um, you know, react to being his natural being pylon blocked or such. He knows how to harass. It's very obvious that his key issue is the engagement. He relies too much on roaches, and that's not a bad thing, but should definitely try and engage a little bit better. In both situations, we saw him lose the game, not because he had a fewer bases, not because he had a worse economy, not because he had a fewer, he had less of an army supply. It was simply because he engaged incorrectly. The first time with the roaches, second time again with the roaches, but with the infestors as well. So what I advise him to do is look back at the replays and and um, try and study the engagements a little bit better to try and maybe do better the next time. Um, and that's all I really have to say about it. Anything you'd like to add, winners?
Um, Actually, I think you had it covered right there. And 1 second, I think it's actually we're gonna go straight into the next game here. As well, I actually just made a little mistake here. I thought Dusty already gave the walkover to Ralphie, but that does not seem to be the case. But yeah, it's gonna be Dusty versus Ralphie in all Lebanese affair. So, I'm just gonna have a look at the bracket here real quick. It's
Another ZVP again?
um, yeah, tell me about it. So yeah, Puny, well, he is apparently Dusty's friend, and he made it all the way to the semifinals without actually playing a single match. And
So
Val,
good, so good.
yeah,
Right, so everyone's ready. We have started the countdown. We are back on Coral Compound, and we have another ZVP. Um, of course, Zergs and Protoss, for some reason, are the most popular two races here in the MENA region. Not as many Terran players as we'd like, but as long as we get good games winners, it's alright, yeah.
absolutely correct. And why don't we talk about the GSL a bit after you introduce the players?
Sure thing, winners. On the right-hand side of Coral Compound, spawning as the pink Protoss, it is Ralphie and his opponent representing the Zerg race. In the purple color, it is Dusty's. I'm not sure. I'm gonna call him Dusty.
Yeah, we
Dusty
just call
for
him
short.
Dusty.
Yeah, yeah. All these people with their weird names, man.
Yeah, no, like
Trying to
Twid
throw
Noah.
winners and Twidno off. Yeah.
Twid Noah, come on. So yeah,
But it's readable. I mean, all right. Anyway, back to what you were saying
let's
about
talk
the
about the
GSL.
GSL. Well, for any of those who did not watch, well, we're not going to try and spoil it too much for you, but the finals are coming up on the 19th. So this is next week, I believe,
Yes,
and
it's
next Sunday, I believe. Um, what are your thoughts? Do you think we're going to have a new champion, or do you think Protoss is going to take the win after a very, very long time?
Will we so that the round of four? I mean, okay, I'm sorry everyone, but there are going to be some minor spoilers here. We did have three Protoss players in the final four, so that's definitely a surprise. I mean, to begin with, as we did see that Protoss players haven't been really doing as well in terms of stats in the GSL.
Hmm.
I was surprised about the two finalists. I definitely would not have called those two to be the final two, making it, I mean, all the way. But that's the GSL winners, full of surprises. And I'm really looking forward to see the final, as I do believe it's going to be one of the better matchups, but better finals, even though the last two were incredibly good.
But again, back to the question: do you think there's going to be a new champion, or do you think?
I really think it can go either way. I mean, I
Mhm.
know that we do say that a lot, but in this situation, I do think it can go either way. Both players have shown us that. I mean, nobody fluked their way to the final. I mean, we've had times in the past where um, players somehow, some way, got lucky, made it to the final, or made it really far when they, maybe shouldn't have. But I think that both players played really well, as we do see a hatchery over at the Protoss Natural.
Yeah, that is kind of weird because I don't know what purpose it would serve because right now Ralphie can still
Or I see,
wall in here.
he's delaying the gateway. He's delaying the
Yeah,
yeah, which is not a
but
bad thing.
yeah,
Uh, but he will definitely be forced to cancel that hatch, and probably will delay his own hatch for a bit. But I'm actually interested to see how well this will work out, as the Protoss wall will definitely be a little bit late, giving the Zerg maybe an opportunity to do some damage.
yeah. Four lings on the way here, but I think Ralphie might throw up here second cannon, but I don't think. I think he's going to be fine here for the time being, to be honest. Ralphie, he is a high. I think he is diamond now. I play with him 2v2s. We're high diamond. He's in masters as well, so he has a lot of experience, and I don't think this is going to throw him off one bit here. As Ralphie does pause the game. And well, I shall make a declaration. I shall say that there will be no new champion next Sunday in the GSL.
You don't think
Someone,
so?
no, I think that certain person, well, he's gonna, well, just take the GSL. He's
But
gonna
did
take
you
the
expect
money
him?
bags.
Did you expect him to reach all the way? I mean, he hasn't been doing as well the last couple of months,
Hmm.
so it was definitely a surprise to see him make it all the way.
Well, I thought he would not make it past that certain person who is apparently the best PVTer in the world.
Uh-huh, yeah.
His
But
name
he
does
kind of took him out.
e-
I mean, it
easily.
wasn't like a close game or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe people said that his opponent wasn't maybe up there because it is the round of four. It kind of does get to you when you're there on stage, when you have thousands or millions of people watching you, and maybe it just
But
gets to
but
you.
it does. But it's not like that. His opponent didn't have any stage experience. We have seen him compete,
I
especially in
know.
international tournaments and international events, quite a bit. So he definitely has experience. As the hatchery actually does complete winners, and
Well,
a
he
queen is
wants.
actually about to pop out. But
Yeah, but here he would Dusty wants to get the inject off, but oh yeah, the creep tumor here as well. So Dusty's gonna cheese all the way here, but is it worth it? I don't know. The cannon is going to fall here, and well, Ralphie is currently supply blocked. But look at those probes getting the money surround here, and well, looking at how much. Well, both players have lost about equal amount of units. But look at the. Oh no, the Ralphie Zealot is trapped here. The
oh, is
waypoint
he?
was off, yes, and he's
And
behind the
oh, he
gateway.
actually is trapped. And oh man, um, I can't. I do feel sorry for him, but it is a little funny. And look at this now. Ralphie will need a cannon or a observer to try and clear this creep right outside his base.
And
And I'm
look at the
surprised that
links
Dusty didn't try
incoming.
and
Look at all
yeah, I mean,
those links, and Ralphie needs to cannon in now at the top. He needs to
I'm
close it.
surprised Dusty didn't send those Zerglings a little bit earlier.
Oh, and no, Ralphie is gonna go down here 1-0, I believe. There's
Yeah,
no way.
if there was ever a death by cheese, then this is it, winners. Absolutely glorious to watch, really, to be honest. And now all those probes will be taken out. I'm surprised Dusty didn't try and move into the main, actually. I would have, I think, been in a better position. Um, the poor Zod's still trying to get out, but nope, not going out. And um, why is Dusty wasting his...
Yeah, Ralphie should get
Yeah.
a few cannons up here at the main, and that's what he's doing. And wow. Well, the
Yeah,
cybernetics.
more Zerglings making their way,
Yeah.
and I mean, now we're gonna have roaches into the mix as well. So things looking absolutely terrible for Ralphie, to be perfectly honest. And I'm surprised he hasn't GG'd yet.
Well, I
To be quite
think.
frank.
I mean, I wouldn't GG. I would not want to lose against this cheese, to be honest.
Well, I think it's kind of a lost hope as we actually see the creep reaching the Protoss main,
And
and
there was the.
what a way to lose. Ralphie must definitely be feeling terrible about that. But lucky for him, he does have a chance to try and get back into it as we will move to a game number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, game number 2 coming up, and my god, Ralphie must be furious right now. Well, I guess there is a price on the line, so people will do whatever they have to win that.
Yeah, winners, thanks to you, we are bringing out the worst in people. Everyone wants part of that fantastic action figure. Jim Raynor, of course, a hero for us all.
Yes.
And what will map number 2 be?
Map number 2, let's play the map guessing game. Entombed Valley? Or
Antigua.
Shakuras? Antigua? Antigua, really? For Protoss? Are you sure?
Wait.
Oh dear, no, you're
Oh, I
right.
was right.
Antigua, no. Oh
Antigua
dear.
is the favorite second map.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, that's.
You know what? Next week we should have Antigua as the first map so that we can see a different variation of second maps.
Yeah, well, I just added an AI that would really be funny. Twidnu and Ralphie. Actually, people think Ralphie is Ralphie's actual name, but it's not. I will not reveal what his real name is.
Oh, you can tell me.
No.
Oh.
Okay, Ralphie and Dusty, we are ready to go here. Purple against pink. Well, so you guys, if you are watching, well, you don't need the link to the stream, but tell your friends about it. It's twitch.tv/SC2 MENA. You can find us on Facebook as well. It's SC2 MENA, the largest StarCraft 2 community in the Middle East and North Africa. Well, the countdown is here, and we shall have game number 2, and I'm sure Ralphie, he's going to be looking for that cheese now.
Yeah, he's going to be out for blood. We'll probably try and counter cheese his opponent.
Cannon.
Yeah, we cannon rushing winners. So over here on the top 12 o'clock position, spawning as the pink Protoss, the victim to the ultimate cheese, I think, it is poor old Ralphie, and his opponent, the cheese master, I think, of the league this week. It is Dusty spawning as the purple Zerg.
Absolutely. So, how mad are you on a scale of 1 to Hydra? You tell me. If I'm Ralphie, I would just like hit my keyboard.
I was surprised he even went on to play game number 2. I mean,
I know.
he must be really calm guy.
Yeah.
To be able to actually continue and play through this. Yeah, the pylon positioning does tell us that it will most likely be a Forge Fast Expand. And Dusty, what is he going to do this time around? I don't think he's going to go for cheese again. I think he'll most likely try to go for a more standard build. As it is very difficult to pull off the same trick twice. Ralphie's scouting diagonally right away, so he will be able to catch his opponent very quickly here.
Well, maybe he's thinking, yeah, like GSL, this is cross map position only. Like most people don't know, but I guess maybe this time he did get lucky. It's amazing how many people you meet on ladder when you watch the replay that they actually scout close positions, like on Metropolis. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah,
Shakuras.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Antigua, the Blizzard map, the Blizzard version does allow you to spawn in non-cross positions, so that is fine. But the official GSL version and most of the tournament versions actually do enforce a cross map spawn position. We do see that the Forge is almost complete for the Protoss player.
Well, wait, is Dusty gonna do it again? He does have a drone here. He does have them. No, I don't
Really?
think so.
No way.
Is he gonna deny? So
He doesn't have the resources for it, so let's see if he tries to do it again. He has mentioned in the chat that he has practiced this build a lot, but he did particularly say it was on that map, and Ralphie was able to get his Nexus up. So
oh, but Ralphie there, he kind of missed the opportunity at Dusty's base. So well, the cannon is done. Is he gonna cannon? No spawning pool yet.
oh, there is a
Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry. That was, well, Winch just dropped the ball. Oh, well.
Yeah. But it's all good. Looks like
Twitter's
we are
here.
going to see a longer, better game than the first, which is always a great thing to have. The question now is, will the Zerg player go for a faster third, or will he try and be aggressive? We will find out shortly. It all depends on the next few, that's the next 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, so one cannon is up. Maybe, who did we cast? Oh yeah, Reza should take a look at Ralphie here because he did not miss his timings. So, probes there. So what do we have here to Wallen? We have a gateway, two gateway, and, well, it's strange. When was the last time we saw a two-gate opening?
Surprised.
Yeah.
Had assumed that was a Cybercore without even clicking on it. All right, so I guess that's some kind of personal preference of Ralphie. Of course, his warp gate will be delayed, as well as the ability to produce any stalkers or sentries, as those, of course, do require a Cybercore. We still don't know what exactly Dusty is planning to do. He hasn't built any tech. He hasn't gone for a third yet. Okay, so he's building 10 Zerglings now, winner. So looks like he will definitely try something.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised. Why would you build 10 Zerglings right now?
Yeah, I mean, even if you try to bust up Zerglings aren't exactly the right choice for this. But no, looks like the Zerglings were just there for some unknown reason. He will actually go for a faster third. Well, could have been faster, but for some reason he decided to build those Zerglings instead. But still, good timing for a third, and probably both players will try and get their economies up and going. We'll probably focus on that while trying to slowly tech up until we eventually have them both feeling comfortable enough to push out.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to think, when did we last see someone maxed out? Like in an actual match, you know what I'm saying? We always get to like the 160, the 170, but we never really get the 200, do we?
No, we haven't really seen many games reach that far. Most games, of course, not even reaching anywhere close to that, at least today's games. We did see the first game players did kind of reach very high point supply, but not quite the max 200, which we would definitely like to see, winners.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, everyone. We do need your support here at SC2 MENA. We really want to make something happen. We have a great community. A lot of members now. We're past the 1,500 member mark, so that happened only a couple of days ago.
Oh, so congratulations.
Yeah, and you as an admin should know about that. But yeah.
I'm not even good at using Facebook when I don't even know how to check for these things.
Yeah, it's okay.
We're all... show me the ropes someday. In any case, supply counts are almost identical here. As we see the Protoss player finish researching his +1 level attacks, the Zerg player is moving some of his drones over to the third base. And we finally see tech up from Dusty as he is building a Roach Warren and taking up Tulare.
Yeah, always dangerous as the Zerg transitions in tech, for example, getting Aspire, getting X or Y, that is often a weak moment. And right now we have 5 Zealots walking across the map, and there's not a lot that Dusty has right now. 5 Zealots upgraded, +1. They make
Yeah,
short
they
work
can do a lot of
of.
damage
Yeah.
with this, but
Well, Ralphie should go for the hatchery. I don't know what.
I'm not sure. Why is he chasing? Oh, okay, he's trying to
The
defend
pylon.
that pylon. And oh, the Zerglings actually get the pylon, so
And
very nice
the
catch
probe
by
as well.
Dusty. Yeah, and the probe as well. So, very nice decision making by Dusty. He is building 5 approaches to try and defend this hatchery, but it's going to be close winners. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to defend it, as Ralphie is purely target firing the hatchery.
Yeah, no way.
Thing is, Dusty did see it coming from a mile away, so I'm surprised he didn't try to react sooner. And yeah, this hatchery is definitely going down, and I must say, Ralphie is looking much better this game than he did the first.
Yeah, I mean the +1 Zealots will even make short work of these roaches here in low numbers. There's the forward pylon. Are there more incoming? No. Wargate has finished, and actually, this is not.
We look at we see Dusty's mechanics really faltering here. He's missing his injects on the queens. I mean, look, he's missing both injects in the main and the hatchery. He's not able to produce anything. He finally now started producing Zerglings, but that's a little too late, winners. He already lost his third base. He lost a lot of roaches, a lot of Zerglings, and a lot of drones. So a nice little win there for Ralphie will definitely give him the boost he needs to try and finish off this.
Oh my god, a lot of swipes going off on these Zerglings here as they run by on the speedlings. He's obviously going for those stalkers here and the forward pylons, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The +1 Zealots.
But Ralphie needs to macro his stalkers a little bit better.
Yeah, he does, but now with the sentries in there and new fresh Zealots from Ire, he's gonna have a great time. These overlords were so out of position. There's another one here and another one there. I mean, Dusty's gonna be supply blocked if Ralphie would choose to target fire them.
We see him trying to build, defend with some spine collars here, but a little bit too late.
Yeah.
Those spine collars should have been up around 5 minutes ago. Overall, it's just Dusty's been really slow to react here. He did see those 5-6 zealots coming in from a mile away, and it took him a while to react. He had almost no units to defend, and when he had the units, it was too late. And by that time, Ralphie was able to warp in more and more units. And look at this: 28 supply to 97 winners. Off 3 bases, Zerg was only on about 50 supply as tops this whole game. So. Looks like Dusty really is much better at cheesing than he is at macro, or at least that's what we saw in this game. It simply was not able to defend, and once again, look again in the main delayed with the spine collars. He's doing everything, but just doing it a little bit too late, not in time to react, and Ralphie is going to take game number 2 very comfortably here.
Yeah, I mean, Dusty now, he is going for that little hidden base up there, but I don't think it is going to be enough. I mean, 115 supply, look at all these zealots coming in. Everything is going to go down in the main, and, well, I feel Dusty should save his energy and his patience for game number 3, as it will be, well, an important match.
Look at the resources.
I know.
Look at the resources. I mean, he's at 1.5 and 0.7 resources. You should never die in that situation.
No.
It's definitely an issue with his mechanics winners. His mechanics weren't as strong. He was missing inject. He didn't know how to react fast enough or well enough to defend that third, and even the follow-up wasn't as good. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see him try to do some cheese once again in the third game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there was a well, the spawning pool is still there, so 14 Zerglings, 3 roaches, and some other stuff is in a production right now, but I just don't know why Dusty hasn't GG'd yet. I mean, there's no way he's going to come back. 13 supply against 135, and, well, this is...
And the only structure remaining is a hatchery, which was actually found by the Protoss player. So Dusty kind of ruining this for everybody, dragging the game along needlessly, and
well, there they say you should always play until the end, but I
No,
mean,
but
common
that's
sense
within a
dictates.
certain reason, winners. I think. I mean,
Correct.
play till the end, but within a certain reason. When you're 14 supply and on one base and with no tech, so, I mean, why else are you playing? I mean, um, I don't know. I mean, I do understand why some people try to stick around till the end, but in this case, I think it's just a waste of time for him and his opponent, and a waste of energy. Most importantly, I mean, he could use this energy for the last game, and we finally see him GG,
Yeah.
and we are going to a game number 3.
So thank you everyone for tuning in. That was game number 2 of this best of 3 on the 26th edition of the SC2 MENA Cup, and let's see how it'll go. So
So,
Valentine did lose against a Pro Palestine.
okay. Any
So
other updates?
Kusai is waiting on Reza,
All right.
and Puny.
How come they
Well,
didn't start yet? The Reza finished his game a little bit
I, I,
kind of early.
I do not know. Raza is away waiting for him. Well, so Raza is away.
And the first round matchup, how come it went to Ralphie when the game is not over yet?
I know I did that early because
Okay,
they
okay.
told me Dusty gave him the walkover, but then it was
All right, okay.
fixed.
So it looks like we're gonna have two players reach the semifinal way before the other side actually gets anywhere. And
Well, actually, no. Propal can play Pro Palestine versus Puny.
right, let's hope they can start their game, or at least
Yeah,
have started their game.
yeah, but we're doing not bad. I mean, we're an hour into this right now.
I mean, you expected this whole thing to end in an hour, winners. So
No, I did not.
yes,
Absolutely
you did.
not.
Yes, you did.
No, come on. I did not.
All right. Is it possible to take a short break then? How about a nice 2-minute break before the next game?
Well, we do have. This is a best of 3. It's 1-1.
Well, it'll probably take them a second until they choose the map and
Okay,
start.
sure.
So I
Okay.
think a 2-minute break won't hurt too
Okay.
much.
Okay. You take a little break, and I will see. I will set up the lobby. Okay.
All right, winners. I'll be
Okay.
back soon.
Bye bye. So yeah, everyone, my name is Winners. Twidnu is taking a short break, and this best of 3 will conclude with an ace match. Dusty versus Ralphie. Well, Ralphie is a favorite here, but we saw in game 1 that even favorites can be cheesed out. I'm sure we've all felt that way on ladder, in tournaments, and well, sometimes even in real life you get cheesed. And yeah, Ohana, well, Ohana LE is the map of choice here for him. So we're just gonna wait on Twidner here. As he said, he needs a 2-minute break. Maybe he needs to run to the bathroom or get a glass of water. I completely understand. I hope you're enjoying the cast today. This is the 26th edition of the MENA Cup, the weekly tournament we hold for all players in the Middle East and North Africa. Unfortunately, this week only about 13 people signed up. 3 or 4 of them did not show up. That is because, well, people have exams, people need to study, and the big guns, well, Dan Cake, Van Mezian, Bulletproof, they're all away. So I am actually gonna step away from the computer for a second here. I'm just gonna have to. Wow. I quickly have to get something done. So please bear with me. I'm gonna be back in a second. Hey everyone,
Welcome back, winners.
thank you very much. I'm back, everything is good to go.
Yeah, it is game 3 in the ZVP. Dusty versus Ralphie. I'm sure they're both ready to go, and just waiting for you winners to press the magic button.
There it is. So yeah, why don't we talk about what we have planned in the next few months once this game kicks off to fill
Sure.
some time.
All right. We'll gladly do so.
Oh, first though, do you think there's gonna be some cheese?
I'm almost certain there's gonna be some cheese.
Okay.
So here we are. We're back to StarCraft 2 Weekly MENA Cup number 26, casted by myself, Twidno, and my good friend winners. It is game 3 of the ZVP on the bottom right corner. Loser of the first game, winner of the second. It is the Pink Protoss Ralphie, and his opponent on the top left corner. Winner of the first game, loser of the second. It is the Zerg player Dusty.
Absolutely. And Dusty claims that he is Chuck Norris. Well, somehow I doubt that because Chuck does not live in the dorms. Anyhow, so do you want to tell the viewers what you and I and well the community kind of has planned in the next few months?
Well, the first thing I'd like to bring up is that we are planning another LAN event.
Mm-hmm.
It's still in the planning stages, but we're trying to sort out the timings and when it's going to be best for everyone. Of course, the summer season is usually a season where a lot of people travel back home, go on holidays and such. So we're trying to plan it at a time which is more convenient for everyone, where we can have the maximum amount of people involved. So we are going to be actually talking to a lot of the community people, getting some feedback from them about when to hold this event. We haven't decided where yet.
As we have a few ideas we're playing with right now.
That's right. We are considering a few things. We won't say what just yet, but we will keep you updated, and we're definitely gonna set some kind of poll or gather some feedback from you guys to try and get the best timing for this. The last, StarCraft 2 LAN Cup was the last resort, but of course, due to it being in Abu Dhabi, we unfortunately did not get the turn up which we were hoping for. What I can tell you about this next event is that it will be in Dubai, so we are hoping that that will make things a little bit better, as we see that Dusty tried to sneak in a natural here, a quick natural, but Ralphie is he is bluffing, of course, as there is no forge in his main, so no cannons can go up, but he is definitely scaring Dusty into trying to overreact. But Dusty is actually not. He's only sent 2 drones, and they will be able to kill off the pylon.
Absolutely.
So I'm not quite sure. Yeah, but probably because his overlord is there and saw that there was no forge. So know that there wasn't really much to threaten him with this. So looks like life will go on as the drones decide to go back for some reason.
Yeah, and also everyone, this will be the last cast. The SC2 MENA will end after today because Diablo 3 is coming out next week.
So goodbye everyone, it was a fun ride, and we'll see you at some kind of Diablo PvP event.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
but,
Trolling.
of course, yeah, we're kidding. We are going to continue with the StarCraft 2 Cups. We do understand that the timings and the things will get shaken up a bit with the Diablo release. I mean, myself and winners, of course, will be among the first to play Diablo, and we'll probably be focused on it for the first
6 months.
or so. No, but yeah, this is definitely not the end of StarCraft 2, not the end of winners and Twidno. We are trying to. One of the reasons we are planning this LAN event is to try and keep people interested in StarCraft and not have a complete shift into Diablo, especially since Heart of the Swarm is actually coming soon, sooner than we all think. And hopefully all these things coupled together will mean that we do get more and more people back into the game and more and more people interested in StarCraft 2.
Absolutely, thank you for that. And let's talk about this game a bit. Why do you think Do you think Ralphie was scared of a cheese? Do you think that's why he went for something very defensive here?
You mean Dusty? You mean?
No, no, Ralphie, because
Oh, you mean
in
the pylon
TV,
on the top rather
no, no,
than
in
forward fast
ZV,
expand?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that he was definitely worried. I mean, who wouldn't be after that first about the massacre in the first game?
Hmm.
I did like his idea to try and bluff the cannon rush, but the Overlord was already in position, so the Zerg player knew that there was no way that could happen. One nice little trick I saw Dusty do was that he actually hid one drone at the bottom of his base and waited for the probe to go up the ramp before moving the drone down and building the expo. So nice little touch by him to get his expansion there. So especially, I mean, I'm surprised he actually was brave enough to do that. We do know that almost all Protoss players go for Forge Fast Expand in this matchup. So knowing that, Dusty still actually went for Expo before pull. So a brave little move by him, and I'm sure it will pay off as he is already mining comfortably off the second base.
Well, does Ralphie know that 6 Zerglings are chipping away at those destructible rocks? I don't think so.
I don't. No, actually, he does know.
He does?
Wait.
No.
No, he actually doesn't. He doesn't. He should know as he can see the health bar on the destructible rocks, but whether he's paying attention, I don't think.
Well, that's the last thing I click when I'm playing, to be
And
frank.
especially when he's focusing on this timing now. This is actually a very, very powerful timing by the.
But here we go. He needs to be careful. He can't lose all these sentries. Sentries are key, and oh dear, he's going to lose a lot.
This is definitely poor engagement by the Zerg player. Not quite sure what he's trying to accomplish there. He will actually get his Zerglings in the wall and was not complete and very unfortunate
one
there.
Force field.
Oh, but what an important force field that was.
He's going to lose a few probes here, but look at this. The destructible rocks are going to go down here.
They will go down, and Dusty, although I didn't like his engagement with the Zerglings, he was actually able to sneak a bit there, and if it wasn't for that clutch force field by Ralphie, but no! Another clutch force field, and wow, nice. Ralphie, beautiful force field, save him for the second time in about a minute. So yeah, it looks like this attack will actually end here as the pylon will be taken out, and the Zerg actually has more time to prepare as he is moving his spine crawlers down now.
I mean, I'm sorry, Dusty is pretty much all in here. The Baneling nest is coming up now. There's no other tech in his base. There's nothing. There's no third. We're at the 10-minute mark now, and well, things aren't looking too good for him as the Robo is now.
And once again, he's choosing to engage with all these Zerglings, and with that many sentries, it's really hard for the Zerglings to get inside and get the strong they need. So I'm not really happy with him sending all these Zerglings time and time again. He saw that it didn't work well the first time.
And all these he's putting the Overlords right.
Are for the taking, but I think Ralphie is just gonna go for the kill here. I don't think he's gonna. Well, is he? No, he's gonna go for the kill, I think.
Well, Dusty is gonna probably go for a counter now. There is a gateway, and there is one sentry here at home, and the one being warped in right now. But yeah, these Overlords are gonna go down. He's definitely gonna be supply blocked.
Yeah, looks like that last Overlord. No, he actually doesn't target fire the last Overlord. Not sure. Well, yeah, could have supply blocked. And once again, Dusty was able to catch those pylons. So the Protoss player, his reinforcements will be delayed quite a bit. But I don't really think it's much of a difference. He probably kind of regrets repositioning these now. Would have been better up there at the natural to defend better.
Where are those Banelings though? There are 21 Banelings morphing. Where are those?
Force fields.
Where the
force field? The force fields.
Where the force fields? 1, 2, 3, 4, and nice! Oh!
Beautiful force field. And
actually,
yeah, this game is over, winners.
Yeah, this is.
Ralphie's force fields this game were just amazing, saving him in 3 key times in the game. Twice when the Zerglings were trying to go up the ramp. And as we saw here in this engagement, and
there's the I don't know what happened to me.
You, I can tell you, you engaged poorly with the Zerglings. You, although you did well catching off those pylons, repositioning the spine crawlers at the bottom of the ramp there was not a good choice, and manually detonating about 15 Banelings.
Yeah.
Behind force fields was probably also a very poor choice. And yeah, that about wraps it up for Dusty for this week's tournament.
Yeah, that's what she said. Ralphie 93, 90. I mean, he has a lot of supply. He's actually trying to counter here at the front, we see, but I mean, there are enough units at home to defend. And he comes to the conclusion that he was a noob. Anyhow, well, this game is pretty much over, and now we're moving into the semi-final stage as well. Ralphie's gonna get a walkover because Wolfman did not show up.
Yep. So we have our first semifinalist of the evening. As soon
Second.
as
Third.
this, sorry,
Third,
who are the other two?
Pro Palestine against Puny.
That's a semifinal,
Yeah,
or is it second round? Match?
semi-final.
All right. Okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah. So we should see Dusty GG shortly, and we might be able to catch game number 2 of that other semifinal between Pro Palestine and his opponent.
Puny's a friend of Dusty's apparently, but Kusai, well, he's the Zerg powerhouse, and
Oh yeah, he's
he,
probably definite favorite here.
well, with
I
Ralphie, I
think
think.
Yeah, probably him and Ralphie. Although I will give the slight nod to Kusai if they do end up in the final.
Hmm.
And as we see, the Zerg player down to only 1 supply. And although he is
Getting a hatch, but again,
Yeah.
Dusty should know when to, as Tasteless would, say, someone show that key where the G button is on its keyboard, or something along those lines.
What's your conclusion on this match? I mean, do you think Dusty was only able to win because of the cheese? I mean, it's obvious that Ralphie is the, is the higher skilled player. I did see some nice little moves by Dusty here and there, but and I do think that he can actually play win outside of cheese, but he definitely needs to practice a little bit more before reaching Ralphie's level.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope that he tries his luck again next week.
Absolutely. Well, Ralphie moves on to the next round here. Good for him, and I'm sure he would love to get that prize. He's studying a lot for exams right now, so he doesn't have a lot of time for StarCraft. I managed to convince him that he should.
All these people
play.
know that StarCraft is more important, winners.
Yep. Well, here we have 1 second.
Did Raz and Kusai play?
Well, what just happened was Kusai, he was winning. He was about apparently 1 minute away from Reza saying GG, but then Kusai was disconnected. So normally what happens, anything over the 4-minute mark, the opponent can claim the win if they want to. Even we're trying to kind of keep it neutral. We kind of just let the players handle. 99% of the time they do go for a rematch here. And well, let's take a look at the brackets here real quick. So yeah, Ralphie moves into the semifinals, and well, Reza is playing Kusai now, and Puny should be playing Propal.
So I do believe they are playing. I did ask them to let us know once the first game is over, because we might be able to cast their game number 2. And yeah, it looks like yeah, there we have it. We have the invite for Kusai versus Reza, and it will be, I believe, another PVZ.
Yes, my God, PVZ.
3 in a row.
3 in a row, and
Do we even have any Terrans in
no,
this week's?
no,
Not
not,
even a
I
single
don't know.
Terran.
Maybe wait. Let me check Puny. Puny is, well, he has the SCV icon, and let me actually see.
Oh, these guys started the.
I know. Don't worry about
already.
it. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. He is Zerg. Oh, Puny is a Zerg. Oh God.
All right. So no Terran players.
Nope.
Most likely no Terran players this week. A big shift in races, I guess, from the first few months where we had a lot of Terran players, and
That's
here
right.
we go, winners. On the top right corner, uh, my definite choice for the favorite to take this week's cup, it is the red Zerg Kosai, and his opponent on the bottom left, the Polish player which we saw take out Belwa in our first match of the evening. It is in the pink Reza.
Yeah, Raza is in. Raza from Algeria, and I think wasn't Kusai from Algeria too, but living in Saudi, or was he
Uh,
just Saudi?
I am not quite sure, but I do know that he's living in Saudi. I'm not quite sure of his nationality. Um,
And a super fast scout here, Reza, with forward pylon.
that's a very, very strange location for a pylon. And are we gonna have proxy gates?
I think so. Yeah, they can only do that. So Reza, after narrowly losing the first game, it decides to cheese the opponent, and if Kusai does not scout that, he is going to be in
He
trouble.
probably. I mean, this could. I mean, see, although they are replaying the game, we're showing that even though they're replaying the game, it still had some effect on the overall match. I mean, I don't think Reza would have gone for this cheese had they not seen how good Kosai was in the first game. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree. And now, well, there was an earlier pool here for Kusai. It was about an 11 pool. So let's see how Reza deals with this. He should wait for 2, maybe 3 zealots and then go in. He shouldn't just send 1 zealot by himself, though. The pool is going to finish soon, but I think drones will have to be pulled here.
Yeah, certainly looks like it. And
Well, his Overlord, well, the Overlord.
Kosai hasn't scouted yet, so he has no idea this is coming just yet. Doesn't even have anything to make him think that it might be on the way.
Well, it's the turbo load, as we call him now, because his speed
He's
has
faster,
increased.
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at him go, man. He's a fast overlord.
I know. So now we see Reza actually playing quite standard. 6 Lings make it out here, and or are they're gonna go for the pylon, delaying? Oh my God,
Oh, he'll actually be supply blocked out of this. He should try and build some zealots quickly before the pylon ends.
yeah,
And will he get the 2 zealots out? No, he does not. And now,
so 5. There's gonna be another one, and Kusai should pull back here. He should wait for reinforcements. He should
uh,
pull his
yeah,
resources together here. The Queen will probably
he
have
does cancel the expo he has
Mhm.
planned. So,
to
good
spawn
reaction there by
crawlers.
him.
Yep, the Queen is gonna come out. Speed has finished, and now he's actually gonna target the pool. Smart move here. And Kusai, well, Kusai is in a lot of trouble here, to be honest.
He can't lose this pool. Once this pool is down, then this game is over.
And well,
Yeah,
actually,
zealots are rallied in, but because I might actually get this round on them. The Zerglings.
oh,
First
look at
zealot
that
goes
Queen
down
go with that range.
Oh man, the Queen with the extra damage, man. This is
No extra range, not extra damage, extra range.
No, the damage has increased as well,
No,
hasn't it?
no. Only the range from 3 to 5.
All right. For a
Yeah.
moment there, I actually thought that the
Oh no, as he's getting the
damage
pool.
increase was also. And in any case, yeah, the range definitely makes a difference. And those 2 zealots, not quite sure
Well,
really
he
what they
does
can
have
do.
transfuse, so he can transfuse the pool if he has to.
Yeah, he should. Oh,
Why
is
is
it
he?
very
Why is
close
Kusai
and-
not?
oh, okay.
Oh,
There's
okay,
the
there's-
transfuse. So, yeah, it looks like Kosai is gonna be fine, and yeah, Raza is gonna be forced to GG since that was an all-in, and he's probably wondering what can I do when there's a normal standard game didn't go his way, the cheese didn't work either. So what can he possibly do in the next game?
Well, I think he should have target fired that pool. I don't know why he pulled back. He had enough to get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the thing is, had that pool gone down, it definitely would have changed the name of the game there, and because I would have probably not been able to defend that as he did. In any case, we will go to the next game here as we see Reza probably try and pull another trick off his sleeve to try and take out Kosei.
Well, I think he has to go for a more standard game to
He
be
probably did the
honest.
first game, which is
Yeah.
why he went for a cheese the second game. I
hmm
mean,
Well, apparently, Git Alien, he's a Terran, but he was taken out by DTs in the first round. And, well,
never a good way to go.
no, absolutely not. So Pro Palestine is playing against Puny. Everything good there. Please, guys, support the stream. We do need the numbers, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Winners. With me is Twidnu, and well, a lot of stuff has been happening in esports. Not all of it positive, unfortunately. There was a big post by FXO, by the FXO, the boss, I believe. He talked about the kind of the bubble of esports to a certain degree, the lack of new sponsorship coming into StarCraft, because let's face it, we see the same sponsors at every event.
That's right.
You know, it is your Razer, it is your Monster, it is your Nvidia, it's your ATI, it's your Intel or AMD. That's what it is, and I think it is up to the community and the players, and
And I
maybe.
think the organizations as well, Winners. I mean,
Mm,
the most obvious choice would be for all these organizations would be to try and market themselves to companies of related fields such as Razer and Nvidia and other computer manufacturers, but they should try and expand their horizons, I think.
yeah, I think so too, but does it make sense? I mean, we can't really. Oh wait, we can't actually ask, a bank or a certain company, because it needs to make sense. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of limited to a certain degree with the amount of sponsors that we can attract in the long run, unless certain things change. I mean, in South Korea we have, restaurants and food companies sponsoring
Yep.
teams. That's not quite the case. Okay, Monster's an energy drink. Red Bull has, has had a few events. There's
Maybe
some.
try and market some kind of gamer food, maybe some gamer pizza.
Why
I think,
not?
I mean, you're a marketing guy.
I'm a business guy, please.
Well, you do know a lot about marketing,
Oh,
so
thanks.
all right.
So
So
please indulge me. Tell me.
for marketing, there are no boundaries. I mean, it's true that there are so many things which are not related and so, but you can still try and appeal, as it seems that our Protoss friend Reza is AFK.
No, he's good to go. But why don't we introduce the players before we go on a little rant about
Sure,
why we should
sure
get
thing, Winners.
companies?
So we're in Shaker's, and we have our ping Protoss player spawning on the bottom right location. He is Reza, of course,
Mhm.
and his opponent, the favorite to take it all, I think, it is the Zerg player Kasai spawning in the green color in the bottom left.
Sure, absolutely. So in Korea we have dedicated TV channels which cast and stream StarCraft 2 and 1 pretty much all day long. Pretty much. There's enough content to fill a lot of hours. So sponsors do get airtime. So maybe they're thinking, okay, why don't we sponsor a team, a good team, pay them a certain amount of money, send their players across, and we have our logo shown on TV. It might be cheaper than going directly onto, then creating that ad, going through that whole process of doing so. And that's something we have not had in Europe or the States. Of course, some people are going to say, yeah, but MLG just partnered with, who was it? It wasn't CBS. Which major network did they partner with?
I don't recall. I think it's one of the major
If someone knows,
US.
put it in stream chat. But they said no televised stuff as of yet. I'm asking myself, why? What are we waiting for? There are
It's a
1,000.
hard sell, Winners. I mean, for those TV networks, it's a tough sell. I mean,
Do you know how many cooking shows are out there?
their airtime is very precious. So um, I think it's going to take a while before they really understand or know the potential about or the potential of uh, how many of the viewership in terms of esports. I mean, we don't even have. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, but we don't even have a dedicated esports TV channel or anything in that regard. So
Yeah.
um, I I can't help but feel that it is justified for those TV stations to be a little reluctant.
Mhm.
I do hope that some of these big organizations try to market the idea a little bit better. And this is a nice first step to be partnering with, uh, one of the big TV stations is definitely a nice step.
And
And
sorry to cut you off here,
tell me,
but
winners, what is
well,
happening?
okay, the cannon is up, but there was an earlier pull here by Kusai, and well, he was maybe thinking he would trick
Oh,
his
and Reza
opponent.
wasn't paying attention, so the Zerglings do get in.
Yeah, so just like
And
in the first game, an earlier pull here by Kusai, and well, so we did see Balawad try his luck, and actually, oh, there was a bit of a misengagement there, but he had a surround.
yeah, Reza doing a decent job trying to deflect this, but Kusai doing an equally good job keeping the probes out of the mineral line, and
Well, he's
sure
actually
that we'll see Kusai take much better advantage of this than Balwa did in their first match.
Yeah, we actually been talking so much we haven't. Well, there's a layer which is
Yeah,
just
he
about
just
done.
lost it.
Yeah, that was a super fast layer that we were talking so much about certain things that we're completely missing this one base play
To
here.
be honest, yeah, none of us actually expected Kusai to do something like this. So uh, we decided to go for almost definitely going to be a Nidus network
Nidus
winners.
network, absolutely. Why else would you get such a fast layer? There are two overlords here in position, and well, Raza has absolutely no idea what. And there it is.
He has no idea how to react to this. I mean,
Well, he
um,
hasn't scouted either. He knows nothing.
no, he knows nothing. And there we have it. Nidus network is in production. So in just a few more seconds, we will have an army of Zerglings streaming into the Protoss main, and I think that will be lights out for our Protoss friend.
Yep, absolutely. Here, the question is it going to be at the front or at the back here? Two Zealots are there. Speed is on their way. Mainly has to follow it up. But yeah, well, Kusei this is an all-in. If
It definitely is.
Reza does manage to hold it, he is in a great position. But where is the Nidus network going to be?
Probably just on the left of the main. We do have an Overlord position, but yeah, looks like the Overlord. And there we have it, winners. Nidus network on the way.
Where's the react? Where's the
Has
react?
no idea. He won't hear it until it starts popping up. So
Yeah.
any second now, Reza will hear the most terrifying scream he will ever hear, and we will see the Zergling streaming in now. And
Well, double Stargate.
yeah, not gonna happen. And there we have it. Reza surrenders, and Kusai does make it to the other semifinal to face off against Ralphie.
Absolutely. So I think this is the cheesiest SC2 MENA Cup we have ever cast, and I think it's due to the prize that's on the line. We have the Jim Raynor action figure up for grabs today, and which I will send to the winner. And yeah, I'm just gonna do the brackets here real quick. And yeah, Kusai moves on against Reza, and well, I'm sure Reza he will be kicking himself because it was kind of cheesy what Kusai did there in the second, but well, you do what
He
you
was,
do.
but sometimes you do those things to catch your opponent off guard, and in the end, it's all about winning the game. Whether you cheese or play a straight-up game, it doesn't really matter in the end. All that matters is who wins and who loses. So,
Yeah.
I think that cheese is something a lot of the players just have to accept as part of the game, and no amount of complaining or nagging will really help you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Puny is still playing a pro-Palestine Ralphie against Kusai now. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, everyone. Well, there's Seraphim. Big shout out to him, and oh God, what? Never mind. If it gets to me, I'll say it. And well, Cornor is here. A lot of people in chat. I just wish they could participate today. Well, Good Alien, you're most welcome for the stream and the comments. Why don't you talk to us in chat? Why don't you tell us where you're from? What is on your mind? We'd
Yeah,
love to
please
engage
do.
with the crowd. Yeah, anyone else
That's
there
right.
in stream, in chat, let us know, please. We'd love to talk to you guys. So yeah, Kusai has just asked for 5 minutes here, so why don't I go ahead and I'll create the game. I'll invite everyone, and then we'll be ready to go. And well, Git Alien is well, he's actually French. Well, big shout out to La France.
That's right. Winners, you speak French, I believe.
Yes, I do speak fluent French. I lived 7 years in Geneva, Switzerland, where I was forced to learn that language. But it is
It's probably been a while
it's an
since
asset. Yeah, I don't speak French. I mean, there are a couple of Lebanese guys I know, but it's like bonjour, merci. It's the small talk, but not like we don't talk about like Aristotle and like omega and alpha and the end of the world. But well, he's an engineer. Well, I would just like to say that Iron Squid was an amazing tournament. If you're in Paris, I hope you went there because it was awesome. And also, France has the first StarCraft 2 bar in the world. I told Twitnu about this. I'm sure some of you people know that it exists. So what it is, you go in there and there are two computers, and the match is actually streamed onto a projector, and you can watch the match as it happens. You can laugh about it, and I think the atmosphere is really cool. And yeah, if you're a Masters player, you actually get a free drink too. So, well, actually, well done to the French for once.
Yeah, for once, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Yeah, definitely something I'd like to see in other parts of the world. Yeah, let's give a nice salute to those master level players.
Salute, yeah.
Yeah. No, salute as in a salute, not as in the French word.
Okay,
Nope.
okay, sorry.
And yeah, I'd love to see more and more ideas as we were considering something like a shisha craft here, winners.
Yep, shisha, that is water pipe. It is the good stuff. With the flavor, I indulge in it at least 4 times a week here at home, even sometimes in my room when I watch StarCraft 2. The trouble is, we need more people. We need a huge community. We need actually to go there, kick the owners out, buy an MLG pass, put it up on huge TVs, and just enjoy the night. That is something I would love. Popcorn, nachos, all the good stuff. And I'd love to have, something like that. If anyone does watch and if you own a shisha cafe, please get in touch with me and
You know what, winners?
tell me.
How about we plan something for the GSL final?
It's short notice. It's a week.
I think a week's more than enough. It's not like we have thousands among thousands of people to let know.
Yeah, I mean,
It's something to consider. I mean,
the trouble is
no
where,
pressure, winners, no pressure.
I mean, where could we go? Could we go to like E-Zone and do it? I mean, I don't know where we need a place where we can sit, where we're not too bothered with other people. I need a place with good internet and at least 1 or 2 big screens so we can have HD. That's what I have in mind. And
I
I've
do
been
know that Q Club, who have hosted StarCraft 2 tournaments before, do have a nice little area just outside their cafe. I mean, just outside their actual cafe, which is inside the network,
where
they have
the
a
billiard,
projector
where the
and
pool, no, where the pool tables are.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what the pool players are gonna do to us, man? They're gonna come with us with their cues.
Those pool players, man.
Yeah, and Twitner, would you kindly accept the invite?
Sure thing, winners.
Thank you. So we're just waiting on Kusa. He asked for a 5-minute break. So Seraphim, thank you for joining us. A dedicated player, viewer, and community member. He actually gave me a lot of ideas the other day. Talk about things. Why don't we get maybe Husky involved or Day9 or get someone else on the show? I know it's there, but I just don't think we have the rep just yet to take that step. That's the problem.
Baby steps, winners. Baby steps.
Baby steps. Yeah, we've been doing this for quite some time.
How long has it been?
Too long. At least, well, casting, more than 8 months. We casted the first public event was at the gaming festival in November. 11/11/11.
All right. Yeah.
So I think it's been
that was our first. No, that was our first LAN. But,
so I think it's been eight months now.
We started a couple of months earlier with the online tournaments. So yeah, I mean we're already at tournament number 26. So
Yeah.
That's 26 weeks, and that's considering we did miss a couple because of the LAN event. So
Yep.
I'd say around 30 weeks or so, which is a long time.
Yeah, so well, the players are here. We're ready to go. This is Ralphie versus Kusai. Kusai up in Masters. Ralphie, I think he's Diamond, High Diamond. Well, he was in Masters at one point, I believe. He has the stuff to be a Grandmaster, that's for sure. Let's get into this game. Coral Compound is the map, and Twitter will do the intros for us.
That's right, and yet another ZVP. Surprise, surprise. We've had about four
Four.
consecutive ZVPs now all day. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. I'm Twidno, and joining me is my good friend Winners. And here we are on Coral Compound on the top right corner, spawning as the pink Protoss. It is Ralphie, who had a slight unfortunate misclick there with his probes. And his opponent, once again, like I mentioned earlier, a favorite to take the whole thing. It is the Red Zerg Kusai.
Yep, absolutely. And one thing, a little controversial. I'm gonna be so BM right now, but I can do it. You know me, I'm pretty straightforward here, and I just want
A
to
little too
give.
straightforward,
I
but
know.
yeah.
Anyhow, I want to raise the issue. I want to know what people think about this. What language do you think StarCraft 2 should be casted in this part of the world and as like a mainstream thing? Do you think it should be English? Do you think it should be regionally based? Should there be a divide, or what do you think for international events? Because I'm sorry, the internet is global. It's not a, it's not a regional thing.
There are a few ways to look at this. I think, generally speaking, it should definitely be English should be the priority, as English is the global language, and all these international tournaments are almost always cast in English. Even the Korean ones, I mean, which are done in English. We have seen tournaments held in other European countries where English is not the first language. Have two simultaneous streams where it's casted in both languages. Ideally, I think that is the ideal situation, where there are two streams and two different casting streams, one being in English and one being in the local language. If that option is not viable, I think that English should definitely be at least the one there.
Okay.
I mean, it's either English. I mean, it's either English and the local language, and if that's not possible, then at least English on its own. It's just not smart, I'd like to say, to have it done in only the local language, especially when you're trying to attract international viewers. I do know why you're asking this, and I do agree with you entirely. I'm not going to get much into that, but I do agree that English is definitely the must-have language to be casted in, with the local language being second priority.
Okay, thank you for that. I do concur. And just asking here if the stream is working, because I'm having a black screen here from my side, and it would be a shame.
Let me have a quick look. No, it's looking mighty fine from where I'm sitting. It's actually running very well, even in HD.
Okay, that is wonderful to know, as there was a bit of a lag just there. And let's see if Kusai can put on a bit of pressure. That one zealot, wow, 4 HP. But unit
6 kills.
6 kills, yeah, not bad.
He's a hero zealot, man. He's gonna come back. He's gonna go back a hero and probably come back as a. Well, what can he come back as? What's the ultimate Protoss unit?
Well, what is the theory? I think Zealots come back as Immortals, I believe, and Stalkers.
Is it Immortals? I think it.
Or DTs? I think it's DTs.
No, they come back as.
No, DTs. Stalkers come back as Immortals, I think. I think that's Testosis' theory, I think. I'm not too sure.
Look into it later, but he definitely deserves to come back as the ultimate being, with that clutch 6 kills stopping the run by. This definitely, I mean, what Ralph is doing definitely tells us one thing. Protoss, of course, the ideal opening is Forge Fast Expand. But looking that he actually did not go for that and decided to build a pylon and the wall at the front tells us that he does respect Kusai too much. He does understand Kusai is possibly the better player, and he's trying to play it a little too safe, in my opinion. And looks like it's going to be a 4-gate winners, as we see the 4th gate about to complete, and forward forward pylon going up, but it actually gets scouted by Kosei.
Yeah,
So now
right away
Kosei
because
obviously knows that something is coming. A little unfortunate for Ralphie. Might consider trying to push in, trying to pull out another probe and try to build a pylon, another pylon somewhere else. Second pylon is on the way, but looks like it will be denied. But yeah, one pylon is more than enough for this to happen. And
his
here we go,
stalkers.
winners. It's all come down to this engagement.
Well, spine crawlers are on their way. One is definitely gonna finish. Should it be target fire? Maybe he should just walk into the main and
Oh,
go
but
up the
no,
ramp.
he's not going to be able to do so. He was actually blocked, and now the first spine crawler is there doing some
Oh,
damage.
and this is
Stalker.
turning out to be very ugly here for Ralphie, losing one stalker, and with those four spine crawlers up, they can be repositioned, and I think Ralphie should just go home and try to turtle from here. I think this push is over, as we see now Kusai going for a little counter, thanking Ayer for sending two lovely sentries, which should block the ramp, but does Ralphie see it? That is the point,
Uh,
and no.
No, he misses the field, and yeah, game one is over. Um, Ralphie will probably try and send in his units up front just to do some damage. One last attack, which is of course not going to work thanks to 5 excellently positioned spine crawlers, and with the Zerglings causing havoc in the Protoss main. This is going to be a very, very short game number one.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate, but a smart play here by Kusai. He just he saw the opportunity. Ralphie wasn't paying attention, and there's the GG. Game number one ends.
As simple as that, winners. As simple as that.
Yep. So yeah, not much to say about that.
No, I mean it was very telling. I mean, Kusai saw that there was no Forge Fast Expand, so he was almost certain that the Protoss is going for some kind of 3-4 gate, pretty much all in, and he read it perfectly. He kept a Zergling, scouting around his side of the map for that forward pylon, and when he eventually found it, that was just a confirmation of what exactly he thought was happening. And with the spine crawlers there was absolutely no way for Ralphie to get in, and he was just too far behind. The Zergling run by at the end was just, a get out of the match kind of thing.
Yeah, so Ralphie is pondering, and he chose not Antigua Shipyard. He did choose Cloud Kingdom. So let's get that up. At least we have a different map here for once. Cloud Kingdom LE. I should know my alphabet that C comes before J. It's all good. But
Certainly does.
Yep. GG. Yep, and as Git Alien just pointed out, Kusai had held both watchtowers there in that match, and I mean, he saw everything. That's
he saw
why
everything, yeah.
Yep. As we all know, StarCraft 2 is about information. The more info you have, the better you can react, the better you can
Before
prepare.
we get this game started, winners, do we have any news from the other semifinal?
Nah, I can quickly check the bracket, but I don't think so.
All right, you do that while I do the introductions.
Sure. So, yep.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second match of this ZVP semi-final. On the top right location, spawning as the blue Zerg, our winner from the first game, favorite to take it all, it is Kosei, and his opponent on the bottom left, spawning as the pink Protoss yet again, it is Ralphie.
Yep, thank you for that, Twidno. So let's talk about Kusai's style. I think he has a very distinctive style compared to the rest of the players in the region and the people who play the tournament. He never goes for a hatch first. He always goes for his little weird-ish 11 or 14 pool, and then he transitions out of it into something else. How do you feel about that? Do you think it is risky, not as effective? It might work because this is not, at the very top of,
That's definitely a reason why it's working. But one thing I'd like to point out about Kosai's game is that it's actually, I mean, judging from what I've seen today, it's actually been very, very, very unpredictable, winners. We've seen him, go for all in. We've seen him defend and go for a counter attack. We've seen him go fast layer. We've seen him play standard. We've seen him almost do everything, and this is something which I love to see, not just from Zerg players, but from any player in general. Is we've seen a lot of players being labeled as the player who does this or the player who does that.
Hmm.
If we recall, there was a point in time where Idra was labeled as the player who will always go for a standard macro game. He will never try and cheese, and this is something which I think negatively impacted him because players were able to abuse that knowledge and take advantage of the situation. So, having a player who's constantly surprising his opponent is definitely something which I commend, and I think Kusei's style is actually very very difficult to deal with.
I do occur, and talking about playstyles, well, Idra has been receiving a lot of flack for six pooling in show matches. I'm not going to get into that. It might be because he thought he can get an advantage. Well, some people six pool on a specific map, but Ralphie here going for that cannon, but I don't think it's going to work here at all. That pylon is going to go down. Ralphie's going to deny the expansion for some time. And, well, I think
Not for long though, as we have six Zerglings got. Have you noticed that Kusai is one of the few players who's actually willing to go out with six Zerglings in the beginning? Most Zerg players would actually prefer to go with only four.
make one extra drone.
Yeah, but he seems to like to go out with six. As we see him drop down a second cannon and get his first gateway on the way. Next is, of course, also being built. So timings for both expansions will be almost the same. And Ralphie's in a tough spot, winners. He definitely understands that Kosei is probably the better player, and that's going into a match with that mindset that, all right, my opponent's, I know my opponent's better than me. What can I do to try and catch him off guard? What can I do to try and turn the match to my favor? Do I try and go for a macro game and hope for the best? Do I try and catch him off guard with the cheese? I mean, we saw him try to go with the 4 gate, but Kusei was able to defend that perfectly, and now he's trying his luck with a normal standing build. So, do you think this will work out better for him?
Well, I think honestly the answer is no. And Ralphie, while he is so scared, he threw up a third cannon here at the mineral line. His zealot is delayed. He tried to kind of cannon a little at the beginning. He even again canceling that third cannon, so he's lost 250 minerals without actually Kusai killing a single unit.
And yeah,
That's a lot, and
that's a lot, especially 6 minutes into the game, winners. And behind all this,
he's got
he
the
has
third.
third base. Yeah,
Absolutely,
so
smart play.
yeah, he's got economic advantage. He's got the unit loss advantage. He's got the base advantage. He's got everything going on. The perfect start to the game, as I'd like to say.
Yeah, so Ralphie will scout that, and he's just going to be thinking, "Oh my God, what can
What
I
do I
do?"
do from here? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, something I'd like to point out, like Squirtle, Kusa has complete map vision here. I mean, nice Overlord spread here at the top, a Zergling there on the side, both watchtowers. A Zergling at the third of Ralphie's potential third. I mean, there's nothing that Ralphie can do right now that Kusai would not know of. Except if he goes in the bottom corner and builds, Twilight Council and the Dark Shrine. But, I mean, apart from that, I like what Kusai is doing, and I can't see any way of Kusai losing right now. I know it's early, I know this is a bold statement, and someone will say, oh my god, you're favoring, Winters is favoring Kusai. No, but just from the way he approaches the game, I like Kusai's style and his position a lot more than I do like Ralphie's.
I definitely concur.
Thank you.
Very strange SimCity here by Ralphie. Um,
I know
have you
that's a
seen
bit
this
of an
before? I mean,
overkill.
that's a little overkill, I think. Yeah. And here we have it, winners. Your what do Protoss players do when they're behind?
A desperate shrine.
Yes, that's exactly right. So cold, winners.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dark Shrine on the way.
And
Kusai, of course, prepared. He does have a lair, and he is building evolution chambers, so he will be able to build spores if he requires to do so. And yeah, that's a Wallen from hell, man. I don't know what can get through that. Um, I
well,
don't even know if his own units can get out from that.
well,
Um,
yeah. Once I mean, Warp Gate is gonna
oh, and
finish.
winners, look at this again. Kusai once again catches the pro building the forward pylon. So he'll definitely
I
know
mean,
that something is headed his way.
but
Things just not going well for Ralphie at all, as two zealots do make their way towards the third, but
can
he
I?
will be surrounded and killed off by
Yeah,
the
just like to
Zerglings.
point something out. That Warp Gate Research and the Dark Shrine finished at the same time. And here's the Warp and 3 Dark Templars on the way. And well, the Zergling should have seen it, but where's the reaction here? Layer is up, so Overseers can be morphed. Is Ralphie going to split up his DTs? The answer is yes.
Yeah,
Two
definitely
Overseers in
should.
the making, and he's going after drones here.
Oh, this is very nice by Ralphie, sending one to each base. So uh, Kusai we're gonna have to defend at 3 different places at the same time. He does have a second Overseer morphing, so he will have vision at 2 places. Actually, building the third Overseer now, so you're able to see all. But this attack, very very nice from Ralphie. Winners did a lot of damage, stopped a lot of Kusai's mining, and this is looks like the Desperate Shrine is working out for him.
Yeah, and look at that DT here. 17 kills at the natural and
Wow.
counting. And I mean, he's going to get a few more drone kills here, that's for sure.
Yeah, he definitely can, and
17
this
workers
is
killed,
brutal. I mean,
18. I mean, he should target fire a bit more. Now the surround, I don't think the drones should be engaging here. I mean, 22 taken out. Are there any more DTs on the field? No, only one sentry and one zealot are out. 53 against 70. Look at the units lost up. Well, Zerg actually on the back foot, but looking at the income, well, actually Zerg on the back foot as well here. Lots of
yeah,
drone.
that Dark Templar play definitely a great way for Rafi to try and come back. I'm kind of, well, I wouldn't say disappointed, but kind of surprised that Kusei was not somehow prepared for this, or did not react better. Um, Looks like he is still fine. I mean, he does have, he still does maintain the supply lead. Not quite sure why Ralphie decided to warp in 2 more Dark Templars. Um, should not have tried to invest more into it.
Oh, here's the
It might have
Archon.
been worth it to try and expand and get a third behind all this.
Oh, well, actually, Archon isn't a bad choice here at all.
No, but
Splash,
I mean, all of those. I mean, trading Zerglings for Dark Templars.
yeah,
Um,
any day of the week.
yeah, seriously. So, Ralphie, he did the damage. He should have tried to move on, tried to expand behind all this. Maybe tried to go for some timing with some gateway units. Did not like the idea to try and warp in and do more damage with more Dark Templars. Definitely better to morph them into Archons. And
Well, the mutas are out now, and well, I mean, Archons are there.
but
Archons,
that's not enough units. That's not enough Taurus units, winners.
yeah, I know. With the Zergling spine crawlers, I don't think there is enough out here. Ralphie smartly pulling back. Zealots tanking at the front, but no, you're absolutely right. There aren't enough units quite yet for him. But I think
His
Kusei.
resources are getting out of control. He should definitely consider investing in a third nexus. I mean, why not? You know that you did some damage to your opponent. You know that you're in a good position. Now would be a perfect time for the photos to expand, or at least, or about 5 minutes ago. But in any case, yeah, looks like he has finally decided to expand now. But then the probe is denied by the Zergling. So
Oh,
kind of
nice.
unfortunate there for Ralphie.
Nice blink though here, and Ralphie doing a great job. Is currently supply blocked, but he's trying to do his best. Templar Archives is there as well. Storm not being researched just yet, so that's perfect. Get a few High Templars out there, because look, what are the units? Mutas and Zerglings. High Templars, Stalkers, and Archons are gonna have them for breakfast, honestly.
Yeah, certainly the
And
unit composition definitely favors the Protoss player.
yep.
But
And here we
once
go,
again,
not
I
going
would love
into
to
the
see him
choke though.
stand behind this. And oh, are there enough mutas to deal with this? If all the stalkers are taken out, then Ralphie will be in a bad spot, but yeah, he is forced to push back as his Archons were taken out. Nice little focus fire by Kosei, and
But look at that
I
third
keep saying
here.
this. I know, why isn't he taking a third, winners? I
But
mean, why is he
why?
taking
Why is he taking
the
it
third next
there?
to his base? Yeah, he's not sure why. I mean, there was only one Zergling there scouting, so I'm not sure why decided to go for the riskier further base. I mean, it's already very late, and to position it this far off from your base, making it more difficult to defend. In any case, Kusai also no sign of a fourth just yet.
Oh,
He is busy getting
Kusai's,
the Muta count up,
yeah.
and Ralph is definitely showing us a better game this time, whereas he definitely has the opportunity to try and take it to game number 3.
Yeah, so Ralphie here being very bold, gateways up front as well. With Dark Templars are in there, he has not quite enough for a storm yet. He's about 7 seconds away from it to get the storms, and 2 perfect storms with the Archons. Wow, they will really do a lot. But again, why is Kusai not utilizing his mute as well? Now, as I talk about it, he's actually moving
I
them.
mean, there's no defense at the Protoss main. He could have
Exactly,
went in and
that's-
ravaged that mineral line.
And that's exactly what he's going to do now. The Templar archives could go down here. The Robo, the DT, I mean, everything. And this is, I mean, let's look what Kusai is going to wreck.
Oh, this is gonna get ugly, but a fast reaction there from Ralphie. Does move all his probes back. Unfortunately, he will still end up losing a majority of them. Kusai could now probably consider going back and targeting some vital structures, but decides no, I want to kill more probes. And
He's
with
actually
that
going
many
after
mutas, he can actually
cannons.
do it.
Well, the Stalker is being warped in here, and I don't think that Kusai is making the right decision. But look at
No,
that engagement here, and oh, nice storm here, nice dodge though as well. And there's the second storm, kind
Very
of
nice storms, but I don't know if they're
missing.
good enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is going to be a key engagement for both players. Kusai really has to defend, and I do believe that his mutas were able to take out all the stalkers, but definitely not a good trade for him. The stalkers will now clean up, as he has a lot of Protoss units here over his natural. Ralphie should probably try and consider killing off that hatch, but no, he's going for the gold, going all the way to the main, wants to kill off, take out the Zerg head, kill off all these important structures, and winners, this can actually go to a game number 3.
Well, I don't think so, because everything is under attack here. The third base is pretty much dead for Ralphie. Kusai is still mining.
I mean, Kusai is still mining, and he does have the supply advantage, but he's losing all his key structures, winners, and
Well,
I mean,
so will Ralphie in a few seconds. I mean, the Nexus will go down, and now here come in the Zerglings, and that DT at the front. But
I think a couple of cannons would have probably been very helpful right now.
Well,
But yeah, now a Dark Templar is morphed in, so he will kill off all the Zerglings, and if the Stalkers are able to focus fire the mutas, no, it looks like that's
no,
not going to
there are too
happen.
many
But
mutas.
it's still anyone's game, I think, winners. Ralphie does have a really, really strong army here, so
Yeah,
and he's taking out the Zerg bases, so
but
I do still think he has a chance.
well, Kusai is getting that fourth here at the bottom. Well, Ralphie, he should go for the buildings. He missed one gas geyser there.
He has a chance to warp in a few stalkers, at least a couple of stalkers, to try and help against this. And that's just way too many spine crawlers, I think.
But now the Cybercore has gone down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to side with your decision, winners. This game is going for Kosei. I did feel there for a minute that Ralphie could have done something more. I liked his decision to go to the main directly and try to take out the important tech. But yeah, he just didn't have enough to defend back home. And he's moving all his units back, but probably a little too late, as he is about 35 supply down. No Cybercore, lost all his Nexi, barely enough to build any. Doesn't even have any probes on the field.
I think he has two in the main, next to the gas geyser.
Oh, if he loses those, he'd probably try and defend those.
Yeah, but I think he's busy right now. And where are those storms? Now would be a
And
great time
couple
for
of good storms now.
Oh,
Not bad, not bad. Could have been better, but not bad.
yeah.
Does push the Zerg player back, and
Oh, look at that DT. Both DTs have
Yep,
taken
the
out
DT
hatches.
Yep, exactly. See, winners. This is why I was saying that it's still not over. Ralphie does still
But
have a chance,
look at that
but
Muta.
the heavy Muta ball might be too much for him to handle. But I still feel that Ralphie does have a small chance to get back into this. Kosei is in shambles. He's down to only one mining base. He's got almost no tech structures. And the
Oh,
DT is
there's no
now making its
detection
way
there.
towards that third. Yeah, no
What
detection,
is
no
he
layer
gonna go
tech,
for? What is he gonna go
and
for? Spawning pool? No,
no
the
Evo chamber.
overseers. The overseers there though.
Oh, okay, there's one overseer left. So
Yeah.
that overseer is probably the most important unit in the game for Kosei now.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's one more DT, and that DT is gonna go around, and that he's gonna pick up a few structures, which is very important. But there are actually two more overseers, so there are three overseers out on the map.
Oh, okay, so Kosei is safe. And
But
what's
where are those
what's Ralphie doing? Why is he
probes?
leaving his base?
Where are his pylons? He needs a pylon somewhere. Now.
Yeah, if he doesn't build something now,
He,
he's
he
just
needs
gonna
a
lose to.
Ralphie. Ralphie. Are we missing
Oh, does he
something?
not?
Are we missing something? He
I
has
think he
enough.
might have lost.
No, he's building something. What is he building?
Okay, finally starts a pylon.
My
Just in
God,
time.
cutting it
That
close.
was. Yeah, I mean, he was just a few seconds away from losing the game. And if Kosai simply goes for that pylon, he will win the game.
Yeah,
And
well,
this
he's
is a
here.
last-ditch effort by Ralphie. I do not believe it will succeed, but
He does
definitely.
have the Templars there. They're full energy. And even Nexus going up there for Ralphie. So,
Oh, this is so back and forth. It's so hard to tell.
that one DT
Uh,
should get that gas geyser.
oh, some nice storms there by Ralphie. Only one DT remains, but kind of a botched last storm there. But yeah, I think Kusai's got this winners.
Yeah, I think so too.
It did go back and forth a little bit, and I did think for some time that Ralphie has a chance, and it looked like he did. But I think it's just going to come down to Kusai eventually cleaning out the army, taking out all the structures, and that will be GG.
Yeah, so 14 supply versus 42, and the key is that Kusai is mining. He is getting 600 minerals a second, excuse me, a minute.
Wow,
Yeah,
600
a
minerals a
second, I know.
second.
Is he cheating?
What kind of StarCraft are you playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of stalkers here, not gonna.
Oh my God. And the thing is, the Zerg units do replenish their health, but I think Kusai is just gonna move in for
Yeah,
the kill, and
there we have it.
there's the
GG.
GG. So
That was actually a very entertaining match,
the
winners.
best match we've seen, and unfortunately, guys, I still have a black screen. I don't know how good the stream is or how bad.
The stream is looking fine from what I can see.
Really?
I mean, running it in HD. Yep.
Okay, thank you for that.
But that was funny. I mean, both of us, thought at different points in the game that the other player would win, which just shows us how close it really was. Kusai definitely the favorite, but Ralph is showing us a great second game, and showing us that he actually had a good opportunity to sneak past Kusai, but that was not the case, and we do have Kusai as our first finalist, and
as our
looks
second
like
finalist against
second
Pro
finalist. Okay, so
Palestine.
Palestine does take out 22-0, and winners. I'm looking forward to the final. Let's start it as soon as possible.
Yeah, I just messaged Pro Palestine if he is there or not, and
All right, till then, short break. Gotta catch my breath.
sure.
Get a quick drink. I'll be back shortly, everyone. Please don't go anywhere.
Yeah, please don't go anywhere. My name is Winners. I'm gonna just set up this finals here. We're gonna see if it's gonna be a best of 3 or a best of 5. What map do we start with? That's right, a coral compound. So, where are we? Twidnu is away. Well, I don't have Pro-Palestine on my list. I'm just gonna ask if the players are gonna, if they want a best of 5 or a best of 3. What? We give the players a choice if they want to play best of 3 or best of 5. And it is going to be a ZVP. ZVP all the way from start to finish. Pro Palestine, what? Let's check what league he is in. He's in Diamond, so he has 175 wins this season. And does anyone know when Season 7 is going to end? Please do let us know. And yeah, there it is. Kusai up in Masters. So Masters versus Diamond. So best of 5, I think it's going to be. Pro Palestine. Presumably in the right world, in this correct universe, he is Palestinian. Though, does he live in Palestine? I do not know. And well, this, guys, is the match for the StarCraft 2 collection, for the action figure for Jim Raynor, this week's prize. I'm so sad to see it go. I've really grown, accustomed to seeing Jim here with me on the table, talk about strats and all kinds of things, talking about the fact that Protoss is Imba, or well, excuse me, OP, to be politically correct here. Even though Flash said that Protoss are too strong, I'll let you form your own opinion. But I do think this patch that was just implemented today / yesterday is not going to have such a big effect on the game, because Heart of the Swarm is just around the corner, and once new tactics, new gameplay is being devised as the game does grow with time, certain things will have to be changed. But I do agree at this point that right now the Queen with that 5 range might just be just a bit too much. The Reaper cannot kite the Queen anymore. The Reaper was always something wonderful just to annoy the Zerg, but I don't think that is really possible anymore. Not possible, it is, but more difficult, to say the least. Bunkering, it has got more difficult as well, and well, I just feel on a personal level that it was the wrong decision, but let's see how everything is turning out. I'm sure Zerg aren't complaining. Well, I don't want to complain either, but that is my personal point of view. Well, actually, Pro Palestine wants a best of 3. Let's see what Kusai does think. And Pro Palestine is asking, what is the prize? It is, I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it. It is it is an authentic, it is, licensed by Blizzard and DC Universe. No, DC, what does it say here? DC Unlimited. It is StarCraft 2, the Series 1 collector action figure, the Terran Outlaw Jim Raynor. How big is the statue? How big is it? Probably 15-ish centimeters tall, maybe a bit more. He does have his revolver and a wonderful gun as well. Really cool, really nice. I did pick it up at a certain bookstore located at Dubai Mall. And if you do want to check it out, they have a few other action figures there as well. So, Twidnu is back.
Yes, I am, winners. Waiting for you to start.
Okay, well, I guess it's going to be a best of 3 here, as Pro Palestine does prefer best of 3. Maybe he is time constrained.
Let's see.
So, here we go. Other players ready. I wish I could just... I have a black screen. I don't know what the hell is wrong with my...
With your stream...
Well, it's not the stream. I'm actually gonna open that other browser that you should not open. Um, I'm sure you know which one I mean.
I do.
Okay. SC2 MENA. I'm just gonna see. Sometimes Firefox is a bit weird. Both players are ready. I'm gonna get this game started. So, I hope you guys are excited. I am to the finals of the SC2 MENA Cup number 26. And here we go.
So here we are, everyone. We are at the grand final of the 26th edition of the StarCraft 2 Weekly MENA Cup. And it is yet again another ZVP. We've having those all day. And
There's a please
we
pause.
start, the game with a pause.
So, okay, actually, the stream does seem to function in the other browser. So, well, what to do? So, I think Pro Palestine is back, and I think we're good to go.
Yeah, seems like it. Yeah, we're back. So we can do the introductions once again. On the top right corner, a player which we haven't seen play all day.
Yep.
It is the Green Protoss Pro Palestine, representing the Protoss race in this grand final. And his opponent, the favorite to win. I know I've been saying that all day, but he really is. It is the Red Zerg Kusai. Man, both players, man, they've got a lot to play for. Winners has graced us with a great prize for this week.
Thank you.
It,
Thank you.
as we mentioned earlier, it is the limited or collector's edition action figure of Jim Raynor. So Google it if you want to check it out. It is a great prize and definitely a nice addition to any StarCraft 2 fans collection. So once again, winners, big thanks to you for arranging that for this week.
Please.
So Pro Palestine, I haven't really seen him play all day and I haven't really seen much of him before. So I'm not very familiar of his skill level, but obviously he reached the final, so
diamond.
he must be. Well, yeah, okay. I mean that is his ladder position, but
Correct.
that's not always very telling of what his actual skill level is. We have seen players who are above and some players who are below what they should ideally be placed at in the ladder. In any case,
Correct.
I really hope that we see a good game from both players. Unfortunately, this week we've been riddled by nothing but ZVPs. I think it's been 4 or 5 in a row now, which we've
Yes.
casted. So for anyone who's interested in this matchup, today is your lucky day, and we see that Pro Palestine is going for the standard Forge Fast Expand, as in it, say going for the again also Zerg standard in this matchup pool first.
Yeah, but though he went for an 11 pool, though the probe did see it, so the cannon is going to be up in time, and Kuta actually changing it. Oh no, 6 lings, once again a queen on the way. No gas as of yet, so let's see. The cannon, like I said, did
Oh
finish.
no, winners! Look at this. We might have our first mistake of the evening by Kosei. He is going to lose that Overlord, and oh, what
That
a
is
massive
huge.
mistake. Very surprised to see Kusei fall for that, as that is kind of a rookie mistake. But like you said earlier, this can happen even to the best, and definitely not a nice way to start this final, as this will definitely mess up his build order and whatever he had planned.
Yeah, I mean, 100 minerals this early, that is a lot. It hampers your production. No drones, no nothing for a certain amount of time. At least 25 blizzard seconds. And,
Yeah.
well, is
His
Chris
build
actually
over
gonna...
is completely messed up for now. He's gonna have to try and compromise. He does get 3 Zerglings here into the main, so at least trying to make the best out of kind of poor situation. Pro Palestine, though, I think he is doing a good job trying to defend. Mining is being interrupted for the time being, but I think that won't impact him not nearly as much as that Overlord kill has impacted his Zerg opponent.
Yeah, so good to say, droned really hard here. His main is saturated already. His natural does finish, so the drone transfer should occur at just about now. But I think he's just busy microing those Zergs, as he's going for a quick third here as well. Not a bad move, and this is a common move when you know that, especially in only probably ZV. Not only, but do we see more ZVP than
Definitely, almost
definitely?
definitely.
Correct.
Yeah, almost definitely. And Pro Palestine with also a small mistake here, forgetting to rally his probes from the natural for a few seconds, does correct that now. I do believe all the Zerglings have been killed off at the main, so Pro Palestine is free to choose his tech of choice without the fear of being scouted. In the meantime, Kusai does position his Overlord in that key location where we see almost every game. And third base, I think, was definitely probably only Kusai's only hope, as that supply block earlier on really would have impacted any kind of aggression he was planning. Um, and we will see the game take a more standard route from here, winners.
Yep. So 100 gas has been mined, and the metabolic boost upgrade can be. Um, oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh dear. We're not gonna drop him.
Never a pretty sight.
No. Oh dear. It's the finals. We've been going well all day.
Yeah, a good streak had to end sometime. Too bad it was in the final. If this was Heart of the Swarm, of course, we'd be able to continue from the replay. But until then, we can only pray that he gets back into the game.
Yeah. Big updates coming there with Heart of the Swarm and Blizzard. Well, the interface and how things are going to be run. I'm really looking forward to that. I hope the
Yeah.
community can benefit from it. So we're not going to drop Pro Palestine just yet. We're going to give him a few seconds. He might reconnect.
Yeah, definitely should give him a chance. And yeah, the big thing, I mean, Blizzard really had no choice but to implement this continue from replay feature. There was absolutely no chance that they would allow for land play. Just not something which any I think developer would allow in this day and age. Must be connected at all times. And as I'm sure you know, and a lot of people do know, Diablo 3 is also a victim of that. You can't even play the single player without being constantly connected to Battle.net. Something to keep in mind for any of you people who don't have a stable internet connection that can definitely impact your game.
And we
And
will drop here.
yeah,
He
I
did not
guess we did give him
reconnect.
some chance. We gave him a
Yeah.
chance, but looks like we're gonna have to restart here.
Yeah. So, well, Kusai can claim the match if you would like to. Okay, so
Let's see what it says. Is Pro Palestine back? Nope, not yet.
no, so we're gonna give him a second here. That's kind of sad that that happened. So, um, I'm gonna ask him. Well, it was still kind of in the early game, so no one had a real advantage there. It was pretty even.
Yeah, it was you know, other than that Overlord kill, nothing really major. Um, nothing really crazy happened other than that Overlord kill, and even that wasn't that important. So I'm sure both players wouldn't mind starting over. Let's just hope Pro Palestine comes back.
Yep. Okay, and Kusai just told me that he is gonna opt for a rematch, so no BM, very polite, very mannered there from him. And that's something I like to see. I mean, there's no reason why there shouldn't be a rematch. We were only at the 7-minute mark, so. But obviously, some people do like. Well, yeah, there's a good question here by Kusai. What if he doesn't come back at all? Oh dear.
um, I think we should give him around 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. So yeah, let's give him a few minutes.
It'd be very unfortunate to end the night in this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, very, very sad if that was to be the case. So how's your computer?
Fantastic.
Really?
Playing a lot of Witcher 2,
Mm-hmm.
running it in maximum settings at 1080p,
Mm-hmm.
and averaging about 80 FPS, which is
That's very good.
yeah. I mean, Witcher 2 is a very demanding game, and it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. So are you going to well, how are you going to split your time now between your 3DS, your Vita, your PC, and well, all the games you have?
I don't even know, and Diablo 3 coming soon.
I know.
I'm just lost for time.
Yeah. So yeah, we're still waiting here on Pro Palestine to reappear. So yeah, that's a shame. I really hope he does come back. Does
Same
anyone
here.
know where he lives? Does he live in Palestine? Does anyone know? Oh dear. Anyone in chat? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone?
Nope. The Mystery Man.
No, mystery man. Oh dear. Well, let's give him a few more minutes. Otherwise, I guess we will have to postpone this. Yeah. It's always a shame when that happens.
It is. I'm sure it's out of his hand, though.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's
like
probably sitting on his computer now, smashing it into pieces, uh, trying to get back into StarCraft.
so. What class are you gonna play in Diablo 3?
I haven't decided yet,
Really,
but most likely will be a monk.
really.
Yeah, I know it's not one of the most popular races, but that's why I'm choosing it.
Okay,
Everyone I know is either going for barbarian or witch doctor or
I'm going
um,
for Demon Hunter.
yeah, or that. So
Yeah, Demon Hunter looked imba, so
man, what are you talking about? The barbarian, man.
I know. But
Barbarian was unbelievable. He's definitely going to be nerfed very
oh, he
soon.
already did in the beta.
Already?
Yeah, he
Okay.
did. Yeah, we were lucky to play the beta. Thanks to you, I was given a key, so we had a good time.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's actually only a few days.
I know. How long were we
Of release.
waiting for this?
It
10
feels
years?
like forever, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's longer than the wait for StarCraft.
Yeah, or like Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, too bad that didn't end
Oh
so
my
well.
god, yeah, but I think that was to be expected. I what we saw from, the trailers and stuff, I just felt it coming.
Didn't stand a chance.
Yeah. Oh, Pro Palestine's back!
Yeah, so thanks God for that.
And it was the router. Ugh. Where's that router firmware update? So yeah, so we can create this game once again. Coral Compound. Well, who do we add? Twidnu. There he is. And Kusai is back. He should be there. So I'm ready. I hope the players are ready too. Let's get this going. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'd love to get a few more viewers though tonight. Please tell your friends, tell everyone about it. And there's the go. I hit the button. So no, Pro Palestine is asking, does the last one count as a loss? And the answer is no. Kusai was kind enough to say, okay, let's make it a rematch. And that's what I love about the community.
Yeah, Kasai, of course, great decision by him to let us enjoy the final two fullest. In any case, the introductions once again over on the top right hand side, representing the Protoss race in this grand final. It is Pro Palestine, and his opponent representing the Zerg race in this matchup. Spawning in the blue color, it is Kosei, and look at this, winners. Something fishy is coming up from Pro Palestine already.
Yeah, early scout. Maybe he did watch the Raza game, and he might go for a quick little. Wait, does the Overlord actually? Oh, I
No,
think he saw it. I think he saw it. If Kusai was paying attention, he will have seen it. But actually, it was just an early scout, so nothing hidden, nothing crazy.
strange enough, I got that early. I would have
On a
definitely,
two-player map, yeah.
yeah, I would have definitely thought that he was planning something, but no. Um, Not quite sure what the point of that was. In any case, looks like it's going to be another Forge Fast Expand, judging by the positioning of that first pylon. In the meantime, I do expect Kusai to go for this for his standard build this evening, which is a pool before hatchery, and there we have it, 13 pool being dropped down. Probe being a little pesky, but nothing too crazy. And where is the forge?
No.
Oh, it's gonna be a Nexus first.
Well, if it's Nexus first, he's not gonna make it.
Is it?
It'll have
Looks like
to
it would.
be.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
I
to be a
mean,
Nexus first.
but
And
that's crazy. He did see the pool.
oh, this is way too risky from Pro Palestine. And yes, it's gonna be a Nexus first, and
Oh,
as
there.
soon as that Overlord reaches that.
Well, it doesn't matter. Kusai's gonna make 6 lings. Oh, he's cutting it very close here. Pool has finished.
Yeah, he now started the forge, but
4
Kosei will
lings.
definitely see what is happening.
4 lings. Where's the next ling?
Wait, does Kosei see it? Does he find? No, Kosei he doesn't see it, winners.
Gotta be kidding me.
No, he doesn't. He actually just misses the Nexus. So over.
Oh no, he's
Oh, and
moving
now
it.
he does it. He just moved his Overlord now, so he just saw it at this moment. Could
He
have
should
probably
send.
reacted a little bit earlier.
Where are those
and-
lings? Oh, the lings are going after the pylon. No.
Yeah, missed opportunity, I guess, there by Kosei.
Oh.
Could have definitely had the chance to send in a lot of those, to handle the Zerglings and get into the main, cause some damage, but no, decides to go after that pylon and go for the more standard kind of play. Hatchery goes, second hatchery going down at the natural. He is now, yeah, he's not doing anything out of the ordinary, sending out those Zerglings to those watch tower locations to get the vision he needs. And
Go for a quick third.
well, that's a very, very fast third.
Yeah,
It's
well,
faster than the usual fast third.
yeah, 430. Yeah, kind of fast, but nice. Kusai looking for probes and pylons. But yeah, I feel that Pro Palestine was really cutting it close there. If Kusai would have ignored that forward pylon that was blocking his natural, I think he could have gotten the lings in there.
Yeah, he definitely could have. He could have caused a lot of damage at the Protoss main, but Kusai decided against that. Decided he wants to play a more standard game. But he definitely got to say that third base is extremely, extremely fast, winners. I mean, even before the natural was up, the third base is more than 50% complete.
And he finds the probe. Well done.
Or he finds it again?
Yeah.
Man, Kusai's just been doing so well finding those probes. I mean, I think he's done it almost every single game.
But that's something you have to do, and that's why he's up in Masters, you know? And you do need to account for that. And now there was a Zealot, which is going to chase the Zerg away. The Zergling. Well, the Cyber Core finishing for Pro Palestine. What do you think we're going to see here? We saw, again, 2 gateways here, so we might see him send a few Zealots just across the map. No Stalkers in production. Either 2 gases taken, and, well, Roach is already on their way, so, well, Kusai, he's in great shape. Do you think we're going to just see a little push? Are we going to see a bit of pressure? Or what do you think we're going to see out of Kusai now?
Well, he's not building many roaches. He's only building 3, so definitely not planning. At least doesn't look like he's planning any kind of aggression. Of course, 3 roaches won't do much. I think just got them there for defensive purposes in case Pro Palestine tries to come and snipe the third. He will most likely be working fully on his economy, and that goes for both players. Just try to get their economies running and slowly try to tech up into what they see fit for this matchup. It'll probably be a while before we see a third from Pro Palestine, as a third is a little bit difficult in this matchup. And like I said, both players will be working their economies, and we'll most likely see a slower game now, at least for the next few minutes before any player decides to go out. But as I say that, Qusay is building eight Roaches winners.
Well, he has to, because there are 5 Zealots and a Stalker, and they're gonna.
Did he spot it?
Well, no, but he knows. Yeah, he knows that something
Okay, he
is
knows
coming.
now.
Yeah.
And
A nice micro here, pulling back the injured Roaches, and with that Queen here, well, he's definitely gonna fend this off. And
yeah, he has enough Roaches to be able to defend this very easily. I like the idea by Pro Palestine, but just not enough. And once again, winners, the same problem players have been having. Not enough units, as Pro Palestine's about 35 supply down.
yeah, because he's going for triple Stargate.
Oh, that's definitely something I missed.
Well, I mean,
yeah, that definitely explains it. And
I mean,
not
3
sure what to think of
Stargates.
this. I mean, even when we see 2 Stargates, we always think that that's overkill. 3 Stargates is just beyond overkill. It's definitely an all-in move. I mean, there's no. I mean, if this doesn't work out for him, there's definitely not coming back. Coming back from it.
Yeah.
It's all gonna come down to, will Qusay see this in time?
Well, he's getting 1 Spine Crawler. He kind of feels that nothing is coming out of Palestine. Okay, he sent a few units out, but he hasn't seen a sentry. He's seen a wall in here, 4 cannons, so he has to know that something
Warp
is
Gate
up.
isn't even being researched. Have you ever seen a match where the Proto doesn't even go with Warp Gate winners?
Well, that explains it. We both missed that, and well,
yeah, he's going for +1 attack for air level attack, and first 3 Voidways are out in the field, and I think Qusay will be caught a little bit off guard here.
No, well, he has an Evo Chamber, and he started 1 Spore Crawler each because he thought, okay, nothing's coming.
DTs, yeah.
Exactly. So Hydra then on the way as well. Queens should do well, though I think Qusay is going to lose a bit here, but I don't think he's going to die. Let's see.
It's all going to be about the timing of those Hydras.
Well,
he's
Den is done.
Yeah, Qusay saved up a lot of resources to build enough Hydras, and he should be starting Hydra production fairly soon here, as the Void Rays, the first one of Void Rays.
Oh, nice transfuse.
And
1.
Very poor mistake there by Pro Palestine, losing a Void Ray.
He's gonna lose the second one here.
Oh, I can't believe this. Pro Palestine is not doing this well at all. No micro whatsoever with the Void Rays. Could have moved them back and saved 2 Void Rays. Should have made all the difference here.
Yeah.
+1 attack level, air attack isn't even done. He's not even chrono boosting that. So, Pro Palestine, I gotta say I like the idea, but the application is just not there, winners. He's just not executing this properly. This requires good, at least decent micro, and use of your chrono boosts. Instead, he's not even using his chrono boosts on his Stargates. So I think once enough Hydras are out to kill off these Void Rays, this attack is definitely going to be thwarted off, and Pro Palestine is going to be in pretty bad shape, as he invested a lot into this and not really got his investment back, as we see Void Ray is now switching gears and heading towards that third base, which has more than enough Spore Crawler defense.
Yeah, well, 5 Void Rays there. He did lose 1 or 2? 2.
Yeah, he lost a couple in the first engagement. Didn't pull them back. Kind of just moved them there. He is now finally trying to take a third. But, I mean, the supply count says it all, winners. He is now going for Fleet Beacon, so this might be one last ditch effort to switch into carriers. But those
now the Hydras, they're going to get 1 kill.
Making
And
at least two more.
at
A
least
couple
one.
more kills would be good, but I think he just barely missed out on a third kill. And um, Kusai, he is building 10 more Hydras, but kind of shouldn't have let them be idle there on the map.
But let's see, he's gonna just break down the front door here of Pro Palestine, is he?
Yeah, he is. He is, and there's little Pro Palestine can do to defend against it. That's a lot of Hydras, and that's a lot of DPS winners.
Yeah.
Hydras are weak, so you should probably try and pull them back a little bit. Take advantage of their range, of their great range coverage they have. Propasa now moving the Void Rays back, and I can't help but feel that Kusai is just going to overpower him very, very shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Nexus here is under attack for Pro Palestine, and a lot of
Losing
probes
a lot of
going
probes.
down. Yeah,
Void Rays finally do make it back, but
not really target
did
firing.
Kusai spot the third though, winners?
I
have
don't
a
think he
look?
did. I don't think he did. No, he did not.
But he does have an Overlord pretty close to it. He just probably didn't think that Propass tried to expand behind all this. In either case, it is a 40 supply difference. The forces have finally been cleaned up, but not before Pro-Palestine lost a lot. His Wallen, he lost his gateways, he lost a lot of probes, and his Void Rays aren't in a position anymore to do any damage to the Zerg there, so...
I mean, I just, before this goes on, someone in chat just said that Kusai is stream hacking because he built those, those spore crawlers. Well, you can't say that he is, because
he had his roaches over at the main and at the Protoss natural, and he did see that
something was up.
He did see. Thing is, let me try and explain what
Sure.
went through. So I'm not saying that he did this or did not did that, but let me try to explain why he had spore crawlers there. He saw no aggression. He saw nothing coming up from the Protoss player, so he definitely predicted that something is going on. So, as a defensive measure, he probably thought it's either Stargates or Dark Templars, which is why he made the spore crawler just to be safe.
Correct.
And the moment the Void Rays moved out of the Protoss base, the Roaches were already at the front. So he was able to see the Void Rays just as they exited,
Correct.
just as they left the Protoss base, which gave him more than enough time to build more and more spore crawlers. Had he been, you know, listening in, he would have probably built a lot more spore crawlers the moment he heard that, you know, his opponent was going for three Stargates.
Yeah. So, but I just like to say that, okay, now, because he is making corruptors, that is the way he needs to deal with those
yeah, he kind of lost all his
carriers.
kudos to those carriers, didn't
he did. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of very strange for him to do so. I just throw all those mutas, but now we have some Hydras making their way towards the Protoss third, and those Hydras, man, with their DPS, they are of course not upgraded, so the damage could have been better, could be a little bit better, but they might be able to snipe out this Nexus if positioned properly.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of DPS, and I think this Nexus is going to fall, and I don't...
Yeah, definitely worth losing all those Hydras for that.
And he can actually maybe pick off one Void Ray here.
Yeah, nice little pick off by him. Might even pick out the second,
Not
and
quite.
no, that's a lot of interceptors. And how many? That's 6.
And where's that mothership? There it is.
6 carriers. That's a lot of carriers.
Yeah.
But Kusai now going for his 5th base, and against you know, 2 bases against 5, of course. That's more than telling. We do have the first set of Corruptors making their way towards the Protoss main. Corruptors, of course, are upgraded 1 to 0, and as long as Kusai just keeps on producing those air units, I think he should be able to close out this game fairly soon, winners.
Yeah, so now Corruptors versus Carriers, and we all know how that goes. Not enough Void Rays here. He lost too many early on, and the Mutas in there, they will kind of deal with the Interceptors. A Ling's coming out maybe to last third, although there are cannons to protect. And yeah, 5 bases versus 2 bases. A lot of probes did go down. And it's just a matter of time before Kusai takes game number one.
Perfectly. I really agree with what you're saying, and I think once the corruptor and mute account reaches a level which is very difficult to deal with, and look, he's actually going to snipe the mothership, and if he does, then
Oh my
all that
god.
investment, I mean, waiting all this time to build the mothership and losing it in a matter of seconds, things must be really, really disheartening for Pro Palestine as those corruptors are killing off more and more of those carriers. Only
Yep.
two left, and I think there might be enough left over to kill off the Void Rays.
Yeah. Though Kusai, he's losing a lot. I mean, with the cannons there, and actually, yeah, the carrier.
The last carrier is taken out,
Yeah.
and 4 Void Rays remain. And although supply lead isn't actually as bad as what we might think, it's still very difficult for the Protosphere to come back of this. And winners with we actually missed the third base being taken out once again.
No, I did see it. I did catch
so it's
it.
just me.
Yeah, it's just
okay.
you. Don't worry. So now, okay, Kusai
It was
is
the
gonna.
Zerglings.
Yeah, Speedlings.
Alright.
Yeah, they took them out.
All right.
So, well, Pro
He
Palestine.
does take one back.
Yeah, but actually he could get to the third as well. But once the mute account is back, I mean, I just don't think. I know Pro Palestine doesn't have the resources. His main is pretty much mined out,
Pretty much, yeah. He's got almost nothing.
and
He's mining off essentially half and half a base. And now those mutas pick up more and more, going after the probe line now. And 3 Void Rays, 4 Void Rays might be able to clean this up, but not before the mutas take out a few. And of course, Kusai is in a much better position to trade than his opponent, thanks to his much better economy. And yeah, the Void Rays aren't even enough. Mutas will clean out almost everything, and I predict a very GG very soon here from our Protosphere.
Correct. Cannons are falling. I mean, Phoenix are being produced, but it's just not going to be enough once the fleet beacon goes. And yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles.
That's right. Kusai is showing us that he is really the player to beat in this tournament this week. And there's the GG winners. We are going to a game number 2.
Yes, we are absolutely here. So, I'm just gonna go get a glass of water. I'll be back in just a second. So yeah, what is the map? Hello.
It is Entombed Valley.
Okay, Entombed Valley. That's a new one.
Nice change.
Absolutely, and yeah, chat is going.
It's not Antigua.
Yeah, and the MENA chat is going crazy that Winters that I sacrificed my GSL opportunity in order to be active. You know.
Of course, everyone knows that you had to turn them down. Took one for the team, but then again, we know it would have been too easy for you.
That is correct.
Not much of a challenge, so.
I know. I skipped the Code A qualifiers, and so I was.
I mean, the Code A players refused to play you, so they had to get to the Code S, and even they were complaining. But
yeah, Boxer was like, "You're ruining esports." Oh God!
It's not fun when winners plays.
Mm. Oh God. Oh dear. So yeah, anyhow, that kind of just died there. No transition into that build. Um, I'm ready. Kusai is. Are
Yeah,
you
everyone's
Twidnu?
ready. Yep.
So we're just waiting on Palestine.
He's off chatting in the main chat where
He is?
everyone's waiting for him to play, and come on, we'll just ask him to get his ass here.
No, I'm too polite for that. Okay, he's ready. So let's get this show on the road. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. My name is Winners. With me is Twidden. We're casting the SC2 MENA Cup number 26. It is the finals in Toomed Valley. This might be our last match of the day.
That's right, as it is a best of three. And here we go, winners game number 2 in the ZVP final. Over on the top right, our loser from the first game tried to sneak in a 3 Stargate build on his opponent, but of course did not go through, as we all saw. It is the Purple Protoss Pro Palestine, and his opponent, the winner from the first game. Representative of the Zerg race here in this tournament, it is the blue Zerg, light blue Zerg, Kosai.
Yep, thank you very much for that. And just to come back to the stream thing, there is a 25-second delay. Just that you know.
Yeah, I do know that. I
Okay.
thought it was a 30-second, but alright, 25 seconds,
Yeah,
almost the same. So, another thing for all those people to consider.
yeah.
And winners, I gotta ask again.
Tell me.
What are you expecting out of both players this time?
Well, definitely not 3 gate star. Star.
3 Stargate?
No, no 3 Stargate. Kusai, I don't think he's gonna surprise me. I think he's gonna go for his pool, and he's gonna do his little. Yeah, there we go. Even a 12 pool this time. So he doesn't really have. I mean, is there anything to it? It's, a 14, a 12, and 11, a 13. It's like, does he flip a coin? Does he have does he just do it? I mean, is there a reason behind it?
It's
I
the
don't know.
overmind, winners. It's the overmind. The
Okay.
overmind speaks to him. It tells him, it gives him ideas. It speaks into his mind. It takes control of him, and this is why we see a little bit of changes between the times he goes for the spawning pool. As for the Protoss player, Pro Palestine has decided to go for a Forge before the Nexus this time, which is of course a much safer and better thing to do. He was contemplating building that photo cannon first, and actually it looks like the cannon will go up first. Wants to be extra safe against a player like Kosai, respecting his opponent, which is always a very good idea. We do see a gas being taken by the Zerg player as well, so most likely will be for the speed upgrade, metabolic boost speed upgrade for the Zerglings. And I'm actually happy to see that Pro Palestine is going for a very standard build.
Yeah, I definitely hope we're gonna see standard, maybe something towards the late game, maybe a nice, nice Protoss Death Ball. Maybe 3 or 4 base for both players, and that we really have a nice match to cast.
We haven't seen any Protoss Death Balls all for the tournament. I mean, the Protoss Death Ball is the essentially the goal of any Protoss player in this matchup, and we haven't actually seen it all day. So let's hope Pro Palestine does survive long enough to reach that point, as those epic Hive versus Death Ball battles are always entertaining to watch.
Yeah, well, the first probe is going to go down here.
Yeah, I don't think he can save it on time. One more hit,
No.
and there it goes. 6 Zerglings.
Well, is he actually going to run by? No.
I just wanted to make sure that Pro Palestine is indeed Forge fast expanding. No second cannon, so he feels safe enough going with only a single cannon. In the meantime, the Zerg player has taken his expo and is actually going for
A layer.
You see it, winners. Yes, a very fast layer. So
Again.
Kosai looks like he wants to close this series out very soon, as we see the Overlord on the 12 o'clock position slowly, or actually faster than usual, making his way towards the Protoss main, and I think it's going to be another Nidus. Definitely
So
another
we
Nidus.
see the Turbo Lords. They are changing up the matches. I mean, it would take an Overlord so much longer to get where he is now with I mean a 25% speed increase. That's what they got. I
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
I haven't seen any Zerg player send, or I might have seen it, but much less than before. Zerg players aren't even bothering sending drones anymore to scout. They
no.
just send their overlords there.
Yeah.
But the overlord did stop for a second, so Kosei might be contemplating his decision.
Well, he doesn't want to move it into position just yet. He doesn't want to just reveal it. But let's see. He
Yeah,
has
time
the
is of the
money.
essence in this kind of build. He
Oh,
really
Spire.
needs. Okay, so an early Spire,
But
not a
no,
Nidus.
the gases weren't taken at the natural, not just yet. That's strange. Normally you see a 2 base for gas Aspire, but let's see.
Yeah, no gas yet.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Two more gas. A little bit later than ideally he should have, but I think he should have enough to go for a decent number of mutas. And the big question is, will Pro-Palestine see it in time? And more importantly, will he be able to do anything about it as he's still on one gate winners?
And why is he upgrading? Oh my
Oh, was
God.
it a
Oh
mistake?
no, he's going for 3 Stargates again. Proxy. Left-hand
Uh-oh.
side of the map.
Oh, okay, I see it. You know what I was actually going to say, winners?
Mhm.
When you said that there's no way he'd do this again, I actually thought for a second and said, wouldn't it be funny if he did, but decided not to say that. But now I wish I did, because he is indeed going for 3 Stargates. The only difference this time is that they are proxy, so they will be closer to his opponent. And I don't know, winners.
I don't know
This
either.
definitely will be better for the Protoss player, as the distance will be closer,
But
but
can I tell you something? How are
the mutas.
how are the mutas gonna fly? Are they gonna go through the center of the map? I don't
They're
think
most
so.
likely. Well, he does have the watchtower, so he might
Okay, where's
move
the
it
rally
to the
point?
side.
The
And
rally point is towards the natural. So let's just see. 9 mutas on the way. He can actually make. Okay, 9 mutas. The first 3 void rays are on their way, and
oh, this might just be the
where's the
counter
Evo chamber? Where's the
because I
Evo?
might.
But no
I
Evo
don't think he needs it,
chamber.
but he doesn't need it. 9 mutas will be able to kill off 3 void rays.
Yeah, how are the mutas gonna fly?
Oh man, this might just be the perfect counter build to what Pro Palestine is doing. This is very intense, winners.
Is he gonna? Oh my God.
Oh, he's waiting for another batch, so it's gonna be 6 void rays versus how many mutas? 12 mutas.
Oh dear. Muta's out of position though.
This number is those 6 void
Look
rays.
at this.
This might actually be too much for Kusai to handle, winners.
No,
It's
it
getting so
won't.
close.
You know why? There's no protection at those mineral lines.
There's no protection anywhere, so this might actually turn out to a
Oh,
base race. And I want to see the look on Kusai's face when he sees 6 void rays making their way towards his natural. And
again.
oh man, this is actually happening. No, no, Kusai actually losing a lot of mutas to that.
To those cannons, yes.
Yeah, very.
And another one.
Oh man, he's actually not focusing on those mutas. Actually, kept his focus on those 6 void rays in his main, and oh, because he might actually lose this winners. He might be actually caught completely off guard. Pro Palestine's 3 proxy Stargate build might actually work, going after the Spire now. And oh man, I don't
Okay.
think those mutas can even do anything with those charged up void rays.
Well, let's just see how he's going to engage this. He should pick up that one void ray on.
Oh, look at those mutas die. Look at how fast those mutas die. Winners.
Yeah.
Charged up void rays, absolutely nothing the Zerg can do, and
Phoenix
this
are
is going to
kinda.
go to a game number 3.
Yeah, there's a GG, and oh my God, the clutch match. Wow, who'd expect that?
I certainly did not, but Pro Palestine, he insisted on that build and he actually made it work. Was definitely a better idea to have it proxied, and was even better that he actually waited for 6 void rays before pushing out.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a clincher now. And guys, why are there no people watching the stream, 22 people in channel. Okay, -4, that makes 18. So why 8 people no watch stream? Why? Ooh, Metalopolis. That is gonna be the map to finish it on. So, who will take Jim
Great choice,
Raynor
Bekasai.
home? Who will
Meta has
take
been
Jim
very good
home?
to Zerg.
Yeah.
Everyone wants your action figure winners. Everyone's fighting for it. This this 3-star gate. It's all done for you.
Liquid, what do
For
you
the
mean
sake
hi
of
YouTube? This is not YouTube. What are you saying? This is Twitch TV. Get out. Anyhow. Kusai pro-Palestine. Sure.
All right. Kusai is asking for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, well, yeah, she left the lobby.
All right. So we will be forced to give him this couple of minutes since he left the lobby. And the winners,
Yes.
I gotta say, this final has caught me off guard.
Yeah. And actually, the time has too. It's been 5 hours now? No, we started at 7.
Yeah,
To
just
3
over
hours.
3
So,
hours.
sorry, 3.
Your initial 1 hour prediction did not actually go through.
No, but you know, it's fine. It's okay. We're all having a good time here. At least I am.
I am too.
And I wish we had a few more people watching, though. That's just kind of disappointing. But oh well. How's the 720? Is it working just fine?
The
720, the HD, the stream is working.
Yeah, it's working fine for me.
Okay, because mine seems to be laggy for some reason.
Probably because you're the one streaming as well.
A
lot of your bandwidth is being utilized already.
But upload shouldn't. Never mind. That shouldn't have. You know what? I don't care. As long as the people can watch in 720 and are satisfied, I'm happy. That's the biggest thing. And yeah, guys, my name is Winners. With me is Twidno. We represent the StarCraft 2 community in the Middle East and North Africa. Check us out on Facebook. That's SC2 MENA, SC2 MENA. Follow us on Twitter and give us a like. Give us a +1, even though we're not on Google+. And we need your support. We have a Team Liquid thread as well. I'm sure you can find that. And I think we're ready to go here.
Certainly seems that way, winners. And if both players are ready, let's go.
Yeah, Kusai is ready. And pro-Palestine.
Yeah,
so,
let's go.
this is it. This is it, guys. This match will decide who will take Jim Raynor home. Will it be for Kusai? Will it go to Kusai or will it go to pro-Palestine?
And Metalopolis will be the stage of this end game. So everyone, game 3 of the final. This is the deciding match. Winner takes all. Winner takes the prize for this week on the right 3 o'clock position. The winner of the last game, loser of the first, making the 3 Stargate play work. It is the green Protoss pro-Palestine, and his opponent on the left side, representing the Zerg race in the red color, it is Kusai.
Yep. So, question is he gonna do it again?
No, there's no way he's gonna try and pull it off. You know, I mean, I actually had a feeling, a small feeling, a gut feeling that he might try it again for the second game, but really doubt he'll go for it a third time. But this is StarCraft, winners. You never know.
Yep, this is StarCraft. You're correct. Anything can happen. One misclick. And don't you miss ZVZ or TVP watching all these PVZs?
I essentially miss everything else. I miss every other matchup, really, considering that every single matchup of the evening has been a PVZ. Probably will try and avoid any PVZ matches for some time. Missed the Terran race, of course. Kusai, once again, choosing to scout with that souped-up turbo charged Overlord. Does know where his opponent is spawning. Does know that it's a cross position. Due to the process of elimination, Probe does make its way towards the Zerg base, does see the spawning pool, does know that it's the usual opening from Qusay. And like I said, winners, I do believe Pro Palestine will try something else this time around. I do think that he will try and catch his opponent off guard again, but not through 3 Stargates anymore.
Yeah, it would be funny if he
It
actually
would
did
be
it.
hilarious if
I
he actually
know.
does it again.
But I think
And
Kusai,
funnier if it works.
yeah, Kusai will be kicking himself. Yeah, so guys, we're just waiting on things to happen. The 6 Zerglings, the standard 6 Zerglings by Kusai are on their way, so is a Queen. And again, Pro Palestine is being safe, a cannon before Nexus. And is that pylon a bit too close to that Nexus, or is it just there? Is it just okay?
I'm actually beginning to wonder.
No,
That would be tragic if he's not able to drop the Nexus there.
no, I think he should be okay. I think he's just okay, but he's cutting it mighty close. So yeah, spending a lot of money here on those.
And yeah, it was
Yeah,
actually
it is.
him. And oh, what a tragic mistake.
Oh, that's
Ah, poor Palestine.
nerves.
Yeah, definitely the nerves getting to him. Not only did he waste 100 minerals, but he also wasted a lot of time. And 2 things you never want to waste 4 minutes into the game.
Oh, he even cancels the gateway and. Wow.
What?
Okay. Why?
I'm not sure.
And there's the WT.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a misclick
And now he needs to invest into a cannon, and oh, this is just going from bad to worse to well, to ugly.
yeah, not really sure what happened with the Pro Palestine there. Very unfortunate to see, but nevertheless, it did happen, and now he has to live with his mistake. Not game ending by any means, but I think that Qusay sees
He
sees
knows.
the opportunity there, and yeah, he is building roaches now. His roach warren was just completed. 4th roach is in production, and I think he's just gonna go and try and kill him off right here, right then.
Yeah, I mean, there are no units out on the field. We're at the 6-minute mark
No.
here. I
He
mean,
knows the gateway is very late.
yeah,
He knows that his gateway is infinitely behind, so therefore the cyber core will be also extremely late, which means that warp gate will also in its turn be delayed. And he knows that his nexus was late as well, so he definitely wants to take advantage of this, and I would too, winners, as the first set of roaches are making their way towards the Protoss natural now.
absolutely. I mean, one Zealot is out, and the probe is probably gonna spot this.
Yeah, he'll definitely see it coming, and I think Pro Palestine will probably sense that this might be the end here.
I mean,
It's
there
very
are
unfortunate
3
to watch.
cannons.
3 cannons, but no units, winners. No units at all.
Yeah, so Kusai should engage this, so he should pick up 1 cannon at a time. Yeah, that's
He can
exactly
even
what.
go for the pylon. Doesn't even need to go for the cannon.
Oh yeah, is that Nartosis pylon? No, it's not. Okay, so 1 cannon goes down. Here comes, and this is
gonna
it.
unpower the gateway?
Yes.
Yes,
This is it.
very unfortunate to see it end this way after crazy second game. Extremely unfortunate to see it end this way, I think,
Yeah.
for Palestine. Very unfortunate. One small mistake like that, just a few centimeters away, and he would have been fine.
Probes. Oh my God, he
that.
walled himself in now. Okay, just to delay. I mean,
Very cruel.
he's getting a Stargate. He's getting a couple of more Stalkers there, but I just don't think that it's enough. I mean, he's getting further and further ahead here. I mean, 1 Void Ray is going to be out. Layer, though, is going up. More gas is being taken here by Kusai, and he's just target firing the Nexus, and, wow.
Yeah, and Kasai wants to end the game as soon as possible, as he is already about 50% done with Tech, not even bothering with the 3rd base before doing so, only getting his 3rd base right now, and the Roaches will be able to take out this Nexus, and Pro Palestine is about 20 supply behind, and just seems like he's in shambles, winners. Um, he's not even sure what he's supposed to do. Nice idea with the Void Ray, though. We'll be able to clear out these roaches for the time being, but at what cost?
At what cost? But why are these overlords flying in there?
Probably
This
a bad rally, I think.
Yeah, would have to be. Hydralisk then on the way, and
Oh, I
it's
thought he might actually go for Spire, but Hydras will do too.
yeah.
What any unit could possibly end the game for him really here, and I'm not even sure if Pro Palestine will bother trying to retake that expo. He might just try and go for an all-in here. I think that might actually be a better choice for him, as Kusai will use yet another Overlord. He
Yeah.
does have more than enough supply, of course, but
You
still
don't want to
shouldn't be
lose them
as
like
careless.
that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to be that careless. Um, do we see any Hydras in production yet?
Yep, there
Yeah,
we go. As you said, he's even just getting spore crawlers just to be safe, but I mean,
and
he's
taking a fourth in the
yeah.
bottom right corner. Yeah, I think Kusei smells victory here. He knows that he got lucky there with Pro Pylon's very, very unfortunate mistake. And we see the Protoss player now moving out with a few units, but I really don't see this working out for him
No.
as he now decides to fall back. And yeah, but he's definitely going to go for a push, winners. He has absolutely no choice. He's not even bothering with to retake the Nexus. Will use all his power, all his resources, all his energy into trying to go for this all-in attack to
Yeah.
try and make something happen for him.
Yeah, so Hydras are off creep. Kusai, though, he shouldn't be taking it too lightly here.
He shouldn't be careless. I mean, we've seen him that he already started being careless with his overlords.
Oh, now
And,
look at this now.
Porpalasan actually cleans this out very easily. He does
Yeah.
lose one Void Ray, but Kusai lost a lot of supply there, winners. And the supply gap suddenly went down a bit, and the rally point is still not fixed. So Porpalasan does have a chance to take out
Oh,
a few
he's
more
gonna
Hydras,
take
but
it. He's
decides
gonna
to
take
go
out
for
the third. There's no
Yeah.
way. Okay, 24 here in production, and well, I would like to see a few roaches mixed in as well. Roaches do wonders against stalkers. Mix in with the hydras and the few lings. Things should be fine. I don't know why Kusai is playing like this.
Not sure. I think he might have probably thought that there was no way Pro Palestine can get back to this, but Pro Palestine did the right thing. There was no way for him to get back into the economy game. He was just too far behind, and this is pretty much his only choice here. As we do probably see the final engagement of the game now. Zerg is trying to get this around, but Pro Palestine positioning himself in a place where he can't be surrounded, but
Still, this
many
is
Hydras, and Kusai cleans up this attack, and therefore will most likely force Palestine to GG, as
But
he does not try to take the Nexus, but no, this is not going to work for him. Zerg is already on 3 bases, will most likely retake his 4th. He's got almost double the supply, and he has everything going on for him. And unless Kusai really messes up big time, Pro Palestine will be hard pressed to get back.
I mean, Kusai should spread his creep a bit better. I mean, he is using hydras, and the hydras off creep are absolutely terrible. So I don't know why he's not doing it. But though his 4th, his hidden-ish base is never going to be scouted. No chance.
Nope, not before. Not if this game goes on for another hour or so.
Yeah.
And I'm not really liking. I think this might be enough, but I feel Kusai can probably try and regroup more units and just go in there with absolutely more than the Protoss can handle and just end it. But deciding to go with a few units here and there, probably slowly giving Pro Palestine a chance to do something, as his Nexus is now up and running.
Yeah, no, okay, 1 Evo chamber, but no upgrades. Kusai is floating
Yeah,
2k
way too
minerals.
much.
Yeah, he can get another 2 bases if he'd like to.
Yeah, instead he's going for Spire, just to reinforce his army.
And
Would probably
why
add
6 spine crawlers? Okay.
and
This is very
taking
interesting.
another base just to the left of the hidden one at the 6 o'clock position. And I can't help but feel that
The
Kusai
stalker
knows
is
that
actually gonna
he's the
find
winner.
it. Palestine found the hatch.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Probably the shock of his life.
Yeah, but well, it has paid for itself, I think.
Yeah, probably stayed there for enough time for it to be worth the investment. Should probably try and evacuate the drones, I think, rather than try and keep it alive. Poor Palestine will clean it up.
Yeah, and well, Pro
As soon as
Palestine
we see
is
the other one, will you try? Will you bother checking for the other one?
no, I don't think so. I mean, I would, but it just popped, so Kusai didn't even cancel it. But let's look at this. Mutas are flying across the map.
Is there anything to defend over the Protoss main?
No.
Doesn't look like it. Nope.
Robo here, Twilight Blink has finished, and well, Pro Palestine actually finds that base, and now, though the mutas are in, and
Oh, the
well,
pure probes. The poor probes.
yeah. Though Kusai shouldn't go down there and engage that cannon. And now look at that blink, and oh dear, losing too many mutas there. He should get rid of those pylons there.
Yeah, I should try and unpower those buildings, or even take out some of the structures.
Correct.
Instead, going for the Nexus probably won't hurt. I mean, probably doesn't even matter what kind of what Kosei goes for.
But he should get it. Yeah.
Yeah, he
there we
will
go.
get it. He'll get it for sure. But I don't think it would have made a difference. Whatever he went for, it would have been
Oh,
fine.
but now the blink, and oh, picking off a huge, maybe 3-4 mutas there. But look at the amount of mutas here. And even, oh, what is Kusai doing? He's playing with fire.
Yeah, he's just messing around. I mean, it just certainly looks like from the moment he saw that mess up with the pylon, that he kind of figured out that, okay, I've won this game. So, which is why we saw him take these two bases, the bottom right. I mean, it just feels like he's not being very careful. He's very relaxed, playing, the way he wants to play. It just feels like he knows that he won this game about 10-15 minutes ago. And now the mutas go here to the natural to ravage the mineral line, stopping mining once again.
Yeah, and now he should get out of there. But just to note for all players, if your mineral line is, I mean, he doesn't have any minerals left at the main. He shouldn't re-expand there. He should try to secure a different base. At least from my point of view.
I understand what you're saying, but imagine how difficult it would be for him to try and secure a third, while trying to defend his main. I mean, he is now taking a third at the bottom, but now the Overlord position there does see it. So the mutas will actually be able to fly in and force a cancel on it whenever they choose to do so. And this is the problem, winners. It's just, at least with that next in the main, I mean, I'm sure there are more than 400 minerals there and a little bit of gas. So, yeah, it'll be worth it, but it's just going to be very difficult for him to do anything about this third. The mutas will fly in now, and
cancel.
Yeah, he's got to cancel.
Oh, no cancel!
Oh dear.
No cancel, so that's 400 minerals down the drain.
Poor Palestine really falling apart here.
Yeah.
As we see, Kusai try to retake a fourth over on the 12 o'clock. And I just feel that Kusai is just dragging this game along for the sake of it.
I know, he's really, really hurting Pro Palestine now. I mean, he's just flying in and he's just picking off things right, left, and center. I mean, he should just pull the stalkers to one side and have 50 lings run in, the natural. Yeah. I don't, I mean, look at all the units at his natural, just send them in. There's no way Pro-Palestine can defend both fronts.
He's having fun. I mean, he's just playing with his food, essentially. He's over 100 supply. He's about 100 supply ahead, and he knows he's won. He's just showing us, he's just showing off at this moment, just trying to provide some entertainment out of it.
He read my mind.
Yeah.
And more pylons going down. Nice blink forward, picking off a couple of mutas, but this is not going to work now. I think Kusai has had enough. He wants Jim Raynor for himself. And
Here we go, winners. This will be the end, I think.
Yeah. Well, Ling's deciding to take a little detour here. Hydra's coming in. And yep, now this is what I talked about. Mutas are going to come in, and now Propalsine will blink forward, but he needs to split his forces. So his natural is going to be, well, pretty much taken out. And, well,
Yeah, look at the Hydras going straight after that Nexus, and I think Propalsine will be hard pressed to try and defend it. Even if they just target fire the Nexus, that'll be more than enough. Even if he loses all those Hydras, I'm sure he doesn't mind. In the meantime, the Mutas are back, taking out more gateways and more structures, and this is just painful to watch, winners.
yep.
Kusai is really, really giving it to Pro-Palestine, if I may say so.
Yep.
He's definitely the winner of that wonderful action figure, and probably feels that he should just show us some entertainment, just show us an interesting game. He knows that Pro-Palestine kind of botched it with that earlier pylon, and maybe he's trying to make the best out of a situation by at least providing the viewers with some entertainment before closing the series out. Pro-Palestine going out with the Stalkers, one last ditch effort, of course. Definitely the army count not enough to do anything really, as probably the Mutas alone are enough to kill off all these Stalkers.
So who to follow? Should we follow the Stalkers or the Mutas? I think the
How many
Mutas are
Mutas
more
is that?
fun.
I'm scared to count.
40, 39 to be exact.
39 Mutas.
I've never
okay.
seen so many Mutas, except
Me
maybe
neither.
when Idra went for that massive. Anyhow, if
Even
he's
then.
watching the stream, yeah, he's probably gonna hunt me down. So, well, Kusai, he's gonna take apart his opponent's base. Propalsine actually did manage to snipe the third here.
Yeah, not because he probably like forced it out of Kusai, but simply because Kusai isn't bothered to defend. He knows that he can just fly in with his Mutas anytime that Protoss player leaves his base, and that's exactly what he's doing. The Protoss player has almost no structures left, and although the Stalkers are coming back to defend, there's more than enough Mutas here to kill them off.
So, 3 gas geysers, 1 pylon, and the forge is what remains. And
That's
there's
right.
the GG.
Yeah, Pro-Palestine knows that there's no chance here and decides to GG. And ladies and gentlemen, Kusai is our winner of this week and is the new owner of a beautiful collector's edition Jim Raynor action figure, courtesy of your good friend and excellent community manager, Winners. So big thank you to Winners for providing this great prize for our winner,
Thank
as
you.
I'm sure Kusai will be more than happy to take it off your hands.
Well, Aramex will be, but yes.
Well, yes. So, surprisingly good cup today. Although our number of players wasn't as much as we had
Yep.
hoped, we still had a great set of series. And although it was ZVP all the way, we did see some great matches, a lot of competitive and close games here and there. Finals were great, except for that unfortunate mishap by Pro Palestine in the final, which essentially made it end on a somehow bitter note. But there's still next week, and I do hope that we can try and arrange for prizes for the upcoming weeks. And we will keep you updated, we will keep you posted, and we will ask for your feedback on that LAN event we are planning in Dubai very soon.
Yeah, Valentine in the chat, he's saying thanks, Winters. It must be hard to part with the action figure, and it isn't. Actually, I ran into Valentine not too long ago. Actually, kind of funny, but I'm not going to talk about it on stream. Anyhow, let's close this off.
Shall we? Yeah.
Yeah,
Please go ahead.
so this was the end of the 26th MENA Cup. For the first time, we did have a prize, and it will go to Saudi Arabia. I'm going to get Kusai's details and send it off as soon as possible, and I think I'm going to ask him maybe to take a picture of it, or with him, or just, I don't know, I need something to put on the MENA page, so I'm going to work that out with him. But we did have some good matches, we had some great matches, and we had some cheese as well.
That's right.
And actually, oh, I do see you have a Twitch account now as well. So
Yeah, I've had a Twitch account since forever, winners.
really, I never knew. Anyhow, MENA Cup will be back next week. Um, it's not going to be on the 19th. It is going to be on the 18th because the 19th is the Champions League final and the GSL. So, what a day
I,
it's going to
yeah,
be.
absolutely no chance that anyone's gonna. Um, actually, I'd like to talk to you about that maybe after the stream. In any case, please finish up what you wanted to say.
Yeah, so yeah, Winters is my name, my co-caster, friend, and well, only friend in real life at Twidnu. We cast StarCraft 2 from the United Arab Emirates, and we try to promote esports in our own way with our weekly cup. And well, we're trying to do our best. Thank you for all the viewers. Thank you for all the comments and the feedback. And we're gonna keep trying. Maybe get a prize, another prize soon if the occasion does allow it. We're gonna see if we can get that LAN event organized. We need to get StarCraft 2 into, well, a more mainstream kind of game here, especially because Heart of the Swarm is just around the corner, and I feel I can't talk anymore because, well, it's nearly been 3.5 hours now. So you can find us on Facebook, that's SC2 MENA, same handle on Twitter, and you can send us a comment as well. And just before we leave, I also did manage to get a membership at Pinterest, the up and coming social media page. It is, if you don't know it, check out Pinterest.com. I created StarCraft 2, the board, and I'm posting pictures of the pro players and the casters, and all the Koreans are starting to follow me. So that's something else I'm doing on the side. But yeah, did I miss anything to it new?
I think you got all the bases covered. Just asking our viewers to please, not just for yourself, but tell anyone who's remotely interested in esports or in gaming in general to tune in. It's a lot of fun once you get to understand StarCraft and know how the mechanics work. So please try to bring in more people, bring in your friends, post on your page, on your Facebook page, link to us, and I think that about wraps it up, winners.
Yeah, and just before I go, I just want to say that Get Your Pull is, I think he wants to help us get a little animation going for SC2 MENA. So, crap, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. I'm going to be doing my part, and I hope the community will do theirs. Be more active, get your friends to join, play games, and make us happy, and of course, always be mannered. So, my name is Winners, and I'll be signing off for tonight.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you for winners for providing our winner with the great prize.
Yep.
And hope we can see everyone very soon.
Yep, that's right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.